forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So strap on your seatbelts, cause it's all pedal to the metal from here. And without further ado, your amazing host, Drew Billy.
Hello, my beautiful people. It's your host of Buckle Up with the Boys, Drew Billy here, and also co-host Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing tonight?
A lot better than I was doing on Tuesday, buddy. Presidential debates tonight, hence why we're all dressed out here. First time a former president will be debating a current president, and we'll see how this shit goes.
Yeah. No, it'll be very interesting. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. If you're wanting to watch us until then, that's fine. We'd appreciate if you didn't watch it and watched us and then just watch the key parts, but that's whatever you want to do. But anyways, a lot of news we'll be touching on tonight. I got some NFL news. Trevor has some NBA, MLB news, NFL as well. We got our segments that have become very special to the show. What's more likely, Licensed Sicko, NFL schedule predictions that my mind is turning to jelly because I think I'm fucking up in it. And then debate time to close this out.
You got it, buddy.
Yes.
Before we get into all that, if I could have a minute.
Yes.
Just part of the reason, I guess, why I was out Tuesday, I wasn't really feeling it, so to speak, as Drew kind of mentioned on Instagram and Facebook stories. Thank you for putting that out there, Drew, and for being very flexible with the timing of the show. Long story short, I broke one of my own codes, control the controllable. I let a lot of outside influences and a lot of what was happening to me dictate my mood, my attitude, my perception of things. And that's not who I am. That's not who Drew has come to know me as. That's not who you people have come to know me as. You've hopefully come to know me as a easygoing fellow who's very passionate about sports. I was not that on Tuesday. I was a very angry gentleman. I was very pissed off and very tired of things that were going on around me type of gentleman, which I guess to say isn't really gentlemanly at all. But long story short, control the controllable, folks, and take care of your brain as much as you can. Because I did not do that the last 2 days. Because when I went home Tuesday from work, all I did was drink and play video games and just suppressed everything that had happened during the day.
Right.
That was not healthy. And then I dealt with it yesterday too. So don't let 10 seconds of your day ruin the other 79,990.
Right. No, I agree. And that's another, we're all big on mental health here. So, that's what happened Tuesday. And I was waiting for Trevor to say it because I was like, I'm kind of burnt out too, man. So it was, but hey, it is what it is. But hey, we appreciate everybody sticking along with us. And Thursdays, Tuesdays, it doesn't really matter what day. The boys are always going to bring that heat when we're able to. So, but big news coming out of a town that Duval County, Jacksonville, known for a lot of shit seasons, Trevor. They are going to be getting a state-of-the-art, and the owner says, the stadium of the future. They were approved for $1.4 billion for a new stadium. How does this look, Trevor, with everybody, all the teams out there getting new stadiums? Are the Steelers not far behind? Also, what the fuck is Jacksonville going to have in there when they're the stadium of the future?
I honestly couldn't tell you because this is honestly the first I'm hearing of that.
Okay.
They're getting $1.4 billion. Is that private money? Is that taxpayer money? Do we know what that is?
Did not disclose there. They
did not disclose. They just got approved for like a $1.4 billion budget. So to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, the Khans know how to throw their money around. I mean, Tony Khan in AEW and then Shad Khan with the Jaguars throwing that contract at Trevor Lawrence, which, we'll talk about here in a little while. Now, going to be throwing around $1.4 billion for a new stadium of the future. I mean, we saw kind of the drawings of the proposed Panthers stadium updates. I would imagine it's going to be at least that, if not better. Knowing it's going to be sunny Florida. Honestly, yeah, I'm going to have to read much more into that, and I'm going to have to read more into if the Steelers and a lot of other teams have any updates coming in the future. I mean, Steelers, their stadium built in 2001, right along with PNC Park, of course.
Yes.
At the time, Heinz Field, now Acrisure Stadium, much to
Mhm.
the dismay of pretty much every single Steelers fan. Acrisure Stadium.
Mhm.
I mean, you can tell it was built in 2001. I'll just say that much. It's lasted us over nearly a quarter century at this point.
Mhm.
So it's been very good to us, and we saw how long Three Rivers Stadium lasted for both the
Yes.
Pirates and the Steelers playing in it.
Mhm.
But the future is coming quicker and quicker as time goes along, so to
Yes.
speak. We're progressing at a much faster pace than we ever have, technologically, and with the amenities that we have as citizens, and with the amenities and everything that sports teams have.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
No. I feel like it'll come to a point that every team at some point will have a state of the art, stadium, and that'll be the draw for the fans. Because Buffalo, I'll tell you right now, I don't know if anybody's been up there. They needed it. The bathrooms
Yeah.
flooded every fucking time I was there. So I'm happy to see.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So
Literally, holy
yeah,
shit!
yeah. So it was time.
Okay.
They're moving along with that. I can't wait to see what the stadium of the future is. But Saquon Barkley, switching over here, Saquon Barkley is getting hella praise from Brandon Graham. If you're not familiar with Brandon Graham, he is a veteran Eagles defense end. He's been there for the good times and the bad, Trevor.
Beast, dude. He is a beast.
Yes.
I mean, he's no Fletcher Cox, but he is consistent year after year. He's very good.
Yes. He's saying he is the missing piece that they needed on offense. So
Saquon.
So I hope to see Saquon have a big year, Trevor, you feel, not being on the Giants anymore.
I would think so.
Okay, I hope.
I would think so. I mean, I'm more concerned about the offensive line losing one of the all-time great centers in Jason Kelsey.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, a little bit of a sidebar. Did you see that Vince Wilfork and Jason Kelsey ad?
Yes.
Yeah. I believe it was for that. I think it was for that charcoal or whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. One of the best ads I've seen in a long time. Surpasses the Terry Crews Old Spice ads, if you ask me.
Yes.
Even though those were also fantastic. Or even the old Geico commercials. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But my concern is not with Saquon. My concern is with the offensive line.
I agree.
So you can't run the ball without an offensive line. I don't care if you have Jalen Hurts. I don't even care if you have Derrick Henry back there. You need blockers.
Yeah. Yes.
You need blockers.
Yeah.
And the only real anomaly that I can think of thriving without an offensive line off the top is Barry, which we'll talk about him here in a second. But need no line, man.
Yes. No, I agree. And then the other news here, Tua. I'm just going to say Tua. I always fuck up his last name. Say it
Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa. Okay. Tua.
You leave the name saying to me from now.
All right.
I think I've got it down now after screwing up all those college players' names.
Yes, but Tua is looking forward to get a rival offer contract to Jared Goff and Trevor Lawrence now after Trevor getting that 5-year, $275 million extension. Now he's saying, what the fuck? Where's my money? I gotta be realist here, Trevor. He's fallen apart when he needs them, when the team needs him the most. I don't know if he's up, but I don't know if Trevor Lawrence was worth that money. That's the other piece to this.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence, if you look at his stats, he has comparable stats to his backup, Mac Jones.
Right.
I mean, yes, you gotta largely throw out that Urban Meyer year.
Yeah.
Just because of how horrible the situation was at the time. You got to excuse that a little bit, but the numbers are what they are. And as we always say, it's a results-based league, and the numbers are the measurable results that we have.
Yeah.
And if Trevor Lawrence is getting 275, I believe 200 plus of that is guaranteed. Tua deserves at least that. At least that, if you ask me. He doesn't know how to win games in December and January yet. Neither does that coaching staff down in Miami. But statistically speaking, he constantly puts up with the likes of Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and several others on that offense, puts up almost league-leading numbers.
Right.
In the passing game. So
Yes.
it's an electrifying offense to watch. I mean, Christ, for the first half of any given season, they could score 35 a game easily if they really wanted to.
Oh,
like I said, November, December, January, different story.
Yeah.
They got to figure that out. They got to figure out how to play in the cold a little bit.
Yes.
Sunny Florida, and then you wear the white uniforms while in sunny Florida. You don't really, you know how to play in heat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to play in the cold. They need to figure that out real quick.
Yeah. No, and just the stats from last season: 4,624 yards, 29 touchdowns, career high, 14 interceptions, and he had a career best 69.3%. Never a bad thing when 69 is involved, Trevor.
Correct.
But but he's set to make $23.2 million his final year of his contract. He's not struggling. He just whatever. I
understand. But before these past couple seasons, injuries were a major concern with him. The concussion after concussion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully those have subsided enough so he can get a bag.
Yes. Yeah.
And from his play in the last couple of years, I think he deserves it. I mean, if Trevor Lawrence deserves it,
that's what I'm saying.
After granted, Trevor Lawrence has won a playoff game. That Chargers game. He did.
Yeah. Hold on, let me close my fucking window. I forgot it was fucking open. Anyways, switching over here, Brock Purdy. This is kind of a guy that's proven himself, Trevor. Is he the fucking guy in San Francisco? Because there's still skeptics out there. He's only making $900,000 a year.
Yeah.
We need to actually, I don't know California tax. He's probably only making half of that.
On top of federal, yes.
So, and George Kittle comes to his rescue and says he is the guy, and it looks like he's the guy of the future. So, do you have any concerns in regards to him leading the 49ers? Because everybody's been a skeptic since last season.
I don't know why there's skeptics anymore. Mr. Irrelevant led them to a Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, I know he didn't win it, but he came pretty damn fucking close.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like he was like 4 minutes away from winning a Super Bowl as Mr. Irrelevant, and he was quarterbacking the whole damn season. I don't know. People that are out there doubting him now can honestly get off the internet.
Right.
Seriously. Right. Stop posting in chat rooms. Get off of Twitter. Get off Instagram. Just get off of social media. Go reflect. Go take a silence retreat or a wilderness retreat or whatever Aaron Rodgers goes to. Reflect on what you've done. Reflect on the opinions that you put out there that are unjustified, and then come back and see me later, please.
Yeah. No, I agree with you because the fact is they throw out there, well, any quarterback could play in that offense. I don't think so. There's a lot of audibles. Kyle Shanahan's offense is very dynamic.
It's
so
one of the most complex in the NFL. His playbook is probably about that thick.
Right. So I don't think any quarterback could. There's a lot of movement on some plays that I don't know. Yeah.
You got to have a big ass brain to run that offense.
And he's also, making shit money, but I think he'll get his contract when that time is due.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. No doubt.
No
doubt. I mean, losing Brandon Ayuk would hurt.
Yes.
And Ayuk has kind of vocalized his displeasure with the organization right now.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that offense is built to bring up young guys and have them thrive. I mean, we saw what Jennings did in the Super Bowl.
Cool. Yeah.
Stepping up in big time. Anybody can theoretically step up in that offense. And we saw what Jordan Love did with a bevy of young receivers.
Yep.
Why can't Brock Purdy do the same under Kyle Shanahan's tutelage?
Yes. And then also switching over, Barry Sanders, Hall of Famer. Me and Trevor just love him. He's one of the greatest running backs of all time. If you don't agree with that, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. But he had a health scare over Father's Day weekend he talked about last Friday. So we're just going to keep him and his family in our thoughts. He's good now, Trevor.
Yes.
It was heart related. We just can't have Barry Sanders die yet. It's not time. It's not that they just had the draft in Detroit, for fuck's sake. Like,
correct.
Come on, he needs to see
Detroit.
a Super Bowl.
Detroit's just starting to get good.
Yes.
Like Like, well, no, not just starting to get good. They are good.
Yeah,
They're
they
good and hopefully going to be good for a while here and
Yeah.
perhaps contend for some championships. He can't die now.
No.
He can't. We just lost Willie Mays. We can't lose Barry.
No, you can't lose. No, not another fucking great. But I just had to throw that out there because I said, holy shit. No one knew about it. No one, you know what I mean? So
nope.
it kind of kept it under wraps. But
yeah,
biggest conversation going into this season, dark horses for MVP.
Yes, sir.
We have Jared Goff. Who else here? Jared Goff, Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, Kyler Murray, Micah Parsons, CJ Stroud, Tua, and bonus pick Jordan Love. Who do you see, Trevor, that could potentially out of those guys win MVP? I have my thoughts. Matt and Kirst did play a role in this, so that's why I didn't pick.
No, I got you. Well, off the bat, I was gonna just take out any non-quarterback.
Yes.
Just based off of recent history. Don't take him out necessarily for Offensive Player of the Year, but for MVP, it's a quarterback award. It's just the way it is. In the same vein that Defensive Player of the Year is an edge rusher award now. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I thought Cooper Kupp, when he won the Triple Crown, should have won MVP, but that's just me. That's not, it's not the opinion of the NFL, I guess. So I guess McCaffrey, Hill, what other guys did you mention?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, take him out too, definitely. Defensive player is not going to win MVP.
Yeah. I think that was
okay. Yeah, I think that's all the non-quarterbacks that you said. So we're down to Tua, Stroud, Murray. I'm taking out Murray too. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. That offense isn't ready yet. They're going to improve.
Yes.
They're going to improve.
Yes.
But they're not going to be all that stellar in terms of record, and I don't think they're making the playoffs either. So
right.
We'll take him out. For this year, anyway. Not saying he couldn't win it in future years. Jared Goff. So we're down to Jared Goff, Stroud, Tua, and Love. I think just as a baseline, we can kind of go from there. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of know. Yeah, I'm going to go Goff.
You like Goff?
I really do.
I like him too. I like his weapons. I like Amon-Ra. I like Reynolds. I like Laporta. And I like the guys that they have coming out of the backfield in Montgomery and what's his name? Gibbs? Jahmyr Gibbs.
You love him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Love those guys. Love what Detroit's been cooking these last several years. And hopefully that comes to a head now. Next logical step. They made an NFC championship. The next logical step.
Right.
I'd like to see that. And I'd like to see Jared Goff be a big part of that, maybe to the point where he is MVP. To me, as good as he is, and as good of a situation he's been put in to thrive, he is still somewhat of a game manager. He's not among, I wouldn't put him among the elites yet in terms of being most talented. So I'm going to put Goff off the table right now.
Okay.
Tua, I just said can't play in November, December, January, so I'm taking him out. I like CJ Stroud a lot, as much as it pains me to say that, him being a former Ohio Stater. I like him a lot. I like his attitude, and I like the leadership qualities that he brings to that organization, even with the limited weapons that he has. So I like him, and I like Jordan Love. And I think they both could win it in the way that Aaron Rodgers won it, in distributing the ball to God knows who. He's just going to put the ball in the right place. It's up to the receivers to catch it.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I think they both can do it. And they're neither of them have really hit their primes yet, so I don't know if either of them will. Obviously, Mahomes is probably going to be your favorite, and maybe a couple others, but other than Love and other than Stroud.
Right. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, of course.
Yeah.
But if you had to narrow it down between the players that you outlined, it's between Stroud and Jordan Love. And I got to say Jordan Love, just based on the maturity factor. I think he's closer to his prime.
Oh God, yeah.
And Stroud is, which is scary to think about considering how good Stroud was last year.
Correct. Yeah.
So he could be very good very soon. I don't see any regression from any of these guys mentioned. Well, of course, Madden curse CMC.
That's what I'm worried about.
That could happen.
Yeah.
He hasn't had an injury in a couple of years now.
Well,
that was a big thing earlier in his career. He'd get drafted first or second overall in fantasy leagues, and he'd be out by week 5.
Right. Well, and the other thing, he had a hell of a season, Trevor. And if he did it last season, it's like, fuck, man. I mean,
right? No, absolutely.
And we were talking on here. If the viewers look back, you can, even if you remember, if you want to watch episodes from last football season, there was minus money every fucking week for +2 touchdowns. Like that's not a common thing.
Not normal. That's not normal for rookie quarterbacks.
So, but the other thing too, no, there's something in Green Bay's water. Brett had that fight mentality in him. Aaron, before he went hippie on us, had the fight. And Love, he just grinds, man. He doesn't give up. So I agree with you.
It's also why I like Stroud. I like them both.
He's a fighter too.
A lot. He's fantastic, and he always does the post game speeches, give all the honor and glory to God, and no matter who says, "Oh, you shouldn't bring religion into football," whoever says that, fuck off, please.
Well, the other
he's an American. He's got First Amendment rights. Included in that is religion. Fuck off.
Well, another thing too, and we're going to be swinging over to Trevor's stuff here in a minute. But I got to say this: the scouts saying he was stupid, basically saying he was stupid. Freaking Joe's calling me. I apologize. I apologize.
Perfect timing.
But I got to say this:
that's amazing.
When the scouts were saying he was stupid, look at last season. That kid's not stupid, man. He's audible and out. They shut down. They literally. Trevor, and I don't know if it was on the Steelers' end or they were just that fucking good, and he knew how to read the swing out to the left and get the hell away from TJ. The kid's fucking smart. So I don't know what scouts we're seeing, but
he did it. I will say for that game, he did his homework on TJ. He knew how to maneuver throughout the pocket, and when the quick throw was available, take the quick throw.
Yeah,
get a guy in the space, and Lord knows it was available. Steelers play a lot of zone defense, so if you can eye up where your guy's going to be and you have that chemistry with your receivers that they're going to be in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
And he fucking cooked us. He cooked us.
He did.
31-6, I think that game was.
It's one of the worst games I've ever watched as a fan. But
it's up there. It's up there.
Just completely shut us out. But yeah, switching. I'll be back later with debate time. Trevor's going to be taking over here with Sicko Mo or License to Sicko. What's
not
more
yet.
likely?
Not yet.
Not yet, but we got sports stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. You're good.
And you know why I said that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Absolutely. So you kind of had it in your notes too. Another Kansas City Chief in some hot water. Former Kansas City Chief, now Isaiah Buggs, who actually he signed a $1.3 million contract with the Chiefs to join them for this season. Turned himself in on second-degree animal cruelty charges. His bond was revoked, and he's currently going to be serving time, potentially, have some fines, all that good stuff. But just another chief that got in trouble. I believe that's their 4th arrest or legal issue this offseason, something like that. Chief among them being the Rashee Rice drama. Not fun.
Yeah.
Kind of going back and forth between sports here. I got 4 different sports that I'm covering within my news cycle here. Before I get to that, though, little follow-up on the NFL Sunday Ticket class action lawsuit. The jury in the U.S. District Court, Circuit 9, they concluded deliberations today and found the NFL liable for $4.7 billion in damages as a result of the class action lawsuit and as a result of violation of antitrust laws. They owe $96 million in damages to the commercial class, i.e. to the 48,000 businesses that were involved in the suit, and they owe $4.7 billion, the remaining of that $4.7 billion amount, to 2.4 million residential residential participators in the lawsuit. The NFL says they'll appeal the verdict per a league statement, and that they're very disappointed with the conclusions that the jury came up with.
Mhm.
And they still insisted that it is still a premium product, and they made it widely available to whoever their subscribers were.
Mm.
So if the NFL is going to be liable upon the appeal under the current revenue sharing procedures, each franchise would owe about $450 million as a result to the NFL to pay out to the plaintiffs in the class action suit. And this is something I genuinely did not know about this case. This was actually this was basically born back in 2015 when Mucky Duck Sports Bar in San Francisco filed the suit. However, it was dismissed in 2017, but then reinstated in 2019 at the Ninth Federal Circuit, which covers California and a lot of Midwestern states.
Okay.
One thing that has got to be thought about too is how this affects other streaming platforms with the NBA, MLB, and NHL. However, there's a major difference between the NFL and those three sports leagues. The NBA, NHL, and MLB, they market their packages to multiple distributors and share in the revenue per subscriber, whereas the NFL received an outright rights fee as a result for the service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. I've never got it, Trevor. I've never got that. But
no, me neither, because I had the Sports Pass and I have Paramount, a lot of CBS, a lot of Steeler games are on CBS. So I never sought the need to do it. But why the NFL structured it that way to where it was a rights fee deal rather than revenue per subscriber, which is the way a lot of streaming platforms do it. And you can get away with a lot more. There's a lot less likelihood of collective action with that as well. It's a very case-by-case type of a thing. But if you go with the rights fee model, this is what you risk, and this is what the NFL has been subject to now. They made their own bed, and they're going to lie in it.
Yeah, so someone got fired.
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
Someone fucked up here.
The article I read did not indicate that.
Okay.
But I would imagine behind the scenes someone got shit canned.
There might have been a whistleblower too, That's
probably.
Come on, Raj, you fucking dirty motherfucker, dude. God, I don't know, shit. It is funny, but no, I was gonna say I've had people that have Sunday ticket and all that, and it black out. But you're paying for the service. Well, what the hell? You bring your whole family over.
That was part of the complaint. Yeah, that they were overcharging, but they would still be subject to blackout restrictions. With the DirecTVs, the dishes, the cable and satellite distributors. Obviously, with streaming, that's more or less been nullified.
Yeah.
Blackout restrictions not nearly as common with say a YouTube TV or a Fubo TV. Well, hell, I just got my family and I switched over to Fubo, and we get pirate games now. No blackouts.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah. Right. Yeah, I just think there's a lot of hands in the pot too. You got Peacock that's been thrown in there. Actually, I think you're going to have to watch the Steelers game on Peacock, if I'm not mistaken, on Christmas.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. And I know if they play a Thursday night or somewhere, that's restricted to Prime.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of
players in it, and the way the league shares the revenue, the way the league just kind of structured it as one conglomerate type of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
not good.
No,
not good. No. And it bit him in the ass, and in all likelihood, not going to bite the MLB, NBA, or NHL in the ass because of the way they structured it.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah. No, they knew right away.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's going to be more information coming out, Trevor.
I would think so. Yeah, and there's probably going to be some new evidence reintroduced introduced, and old evidence reintroduced in the appeal process. So we'll see what happens there.
Yes. No, good conversation. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Mhm.
now I need to become more familiar with how the courts work.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. I
Because
feel
they
like
could, I don't know if they could literally take this all the way to the Supreme Court, but that's like the highest that any court could go. I don't,
you're
because
talking
they
about.
went to a federal circuit court. Now I think it just goes. I think the next level is an appeals court. I
Yeah,
took
I
mock
mean,
trial, so I knew this at one point, but I forget.
well, you're going to big. You're dealing with big time players here, so you're gonna have
Hmm.
big time, people overseeing the case. So we'll see.
Goodell and Jones are gonna have to
Jared
testify
needs to
again.
shut the fuck up. That's the other.
I know,
He talks
I know.
way too much, Trevor. He
I'm
needs to
aware of
shut
that.
it up. I think he makes it worse. He's very outspoken, and I appreciate that. But God, someone needs to get him off the liquor or something. I don't know what the hell.
I don't. Liquor's not his issue. That's Ursay's issue.
Yeah, well, oh boy, yeah. But
Slippery slope. Let's not go down it.
yeah, we're good. We're good there. Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway,
Mhm.
now bouncing between sports.
Yeah.
Conference finalist Minnesota Timberwolves extended Chris Finch,
Mhm.
and it's a 4-year extension. Terms undisclosed at this time. Good move for them.
Deserves it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, we play with them on 2K. They got a good lineup, but
Oh, yeah.
it's going back to old school ball with the guys, big boys in the paint.
Oh,
And I
absolutely.
think that's very hard with the stretch. I know Carl is a stretch, but Rudy's kind of really just a paint guy. So the success they had, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Fuck yeah. Fuck.
Likewise. Yeah. No problems here.
No
problems here.
No.
I know there is a coach you do have problems with, and we'll talk about him in a little while.
Very pissed off with the Lakers organization.
No, I understand, and there's multiple reasons to be pissed off as a Lakers fan right now. We'll be touching on both of those later in this show, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, two big ones anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But before we get to that, I do want to take a moment to honor Willie Mays.
Yes.
Passed away last week. Right as the show was going on, actually. I believe I got a notification around like 9:15 p.m. last Tuesday that Willie Mays had passed away. I believe he was 93 years old. Obviously one of the all-time greats, and I'll just run down his kind of his stats here. 2-time MVP, obviously a Hall of Famer. This is one that stunned me. A 24-time All-Star. Insanity.
Yes.
Insanity. Matched his number, though. So that's kind of cool.
Fam.
12-time Gold Glover, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, won a batting title, won the 1954 World Series and wins MVP of that. He was also the Rookie of the Year. The year he came in I think it was, 1951 was his first full year with at the time, the New York Giants. They were still in New York at the time. In total, 3,293 hits, 660 home runs, a career 301 hitter, 1,909 RBIs, 339 stolen bases, had an OPS, a career OPS of 940. Just insane over the longevity that he had.
Yes. Yeah.
And in remembrance of him, the Cardinals and the Giants participated in their first regular season game ever at Rickwood Field in Willie Mays' home ballpark, where he first started to play middle and high school ball. The Cardinals, they faced off against the Giants. I believe they did edge out the Giants 6-4, but obviously that wasn't the focus. The ceremony and the game, like I said, held at Rickwood Field, and people describe Willie Mays as being everywhere that day. He was on a patch on the uniforms. His Hall of Fame plaque was brought in. His words and his pictures were on the walls of the stadium, and it was quite the event. I highly recommend. I might share a link with you, DB, because there's a video with it that it links to Twitter where they just give him a standing O, the roughly 9,000 that were in attendance, and it's one of the saddest but proudest moments that I've ever had as a baseball fan, if I'm being totally honest with you. But Yeah, his plaque was brought down from Cooperstown for the first time ever. It was brought out of Cooperstown, brought down to Rickwood Field. And the likes, dozens of players were there. The likes of Barry Bonds, Griffey, Sabathia, Jeter, Mr. October, Jimmy Rollins, Dexter Fowler, Justin Upton, and a bevy of others that were in attendance for this. And they eventually stood beside the plaque and took pictures with it and just kind of grinned from ear to ear and paid their respects.
Yeah.
So very, very cool there. And the patch that was on the uniforms that the Cardinals and Giants wore, which were actually old Negro League uniforms, Mays 24. That's going to be a hell of a collector's item. I can assure you of that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a hell of a way to remember one of the all-time greats.
Yes.
Giants manager Bob Melvin told a story of him first meeting Willie Mays. He didn't know what to say to him, so he asked him, "How'd you hit all those 660 home runs with the wind blowing in from left field at Candlestick Park?" And Mays, in his colloquial howdy do type of manner, just says, "Oh, I would hit the ball to right field."
Goddamn.
So, and a little quote from the article: "He meant a great deal to anyone who would observe his craft, and his influence knows no bounds, both as a person, family member, and Hall of Famer in the Baseball Hall of Fame." So thoughts and prayers to the family of Willie Mays, and we know Willie Mays will be watching over the game, hopefully proudly, as we go into the 2024 season.
Yeah. No, he I can't even say the word, Trevor, because you got me choked up. He really inspired a lot of the athletes you see today. And there was a documentary I watched on Reggie Jackson, and everybody thinks Reggie's the greatest, one of the greats. And he's like, Willie Mays is light years. Jackie, is up there as well. Those guys broke down barriers and played through a lot of shit. So
they did.
No.
Yeah. What Mays got in there not long after the color barrier was broken.
Right.
So it was still very predominantly a white league.
Yes.
Him and Jackie Robinson blazed a trail that is really unmeasurable in terms of how the game has grown.
Yeah.
And now, thankfully, and I don't know if we ever reported this, but the MLB is going to be included. They're going to include Negro League stats as part of their stats collection, which is, it's going to shake up a lot of all-time records, what have you. But I think that's well-deserved.
Respect's due. So
no, absolutely. Absolutely. Respect those that paved the way. And
yes.
A lot of those guys did.
Yeah.
Mays was chief among them.
No. Fuck yeah. Yeah. That's unheard of, people. 24 All-Star appearances. Jesus Christ, Trevor.
Yeah.
God, how many years did he play? Did he play 20?
There was only 2 years, or excuse me, 1 year as a full-time big leaguer. Or no, 2 years as a full-time big leaguer. He did not make an All-Star appearance.
26 years he played. Holy shit.
So, yeah, he did. Yeah, he played a long, long time. He played from 1951 to 1973. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just 2 years. 2 years that he missed.
Okay. Damn. But what else? Thoughts and prayers to the Mays family.
Yes, absolutely. And that was all I had for news. Transition to what's more likely, good sir.
Yes. Here we go. We got new stuff for you people out there. Here we go. Now I don't have to say it. We can just, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, we can just get right in. Done and done. I can just come out with some, shit talking or some jokester type of phrase, and we'll get started with it.
Yeah.
I'll start out right hot off the skillet here. Deion Sanders, in an interview, said he plans on being with Colorado for a long time and being dominant there. Whereas some people view that he's on the hot seat after a 4-8 season last season and losing recruits and the way he does things not being the right way to do things, blah, 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 blah. Who's going to be fired first, Dayball or him?
Who? I'm gonna have to go Dable.
I'm in agreement.
There's some.
I just kind of wanted to see the discussion that would come of this, because it's
there's a respect thing there though. Some reason, and not some reason, he's kind of really went into the diet of all the athletes at Colorado. I don't know if you saw that. I'll send that to you. But he's really focused on getting better food in there for not just football, but everybody. So I feel like, I don't know. I think he has the headmaster's ass, the president's ass. He can say
doing some things for the university that gives him a little bit of leverage.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has to respect the university, but he needs to produce, Trevor. I mean, that's sports.
Results-based league, as is NCAA football.
You got the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm. Just look at Jimbo Fisher and look what all he did for Texas A&M, and he didn't win. They kick him to the curb.
Yep, that is what it is.
See you bye. They could do the same thing with Dion.
Cutthroat, very cutthroat,
big time.
Yes.
A lot of turnover in the coaching ranks.
Yeah.
Not just in football, all over college sports. I mean, we saw what happened to those baseball coaches at Texas A&M.
Yep.
Literally 2 days after they were in the College World Series, all of them flipped to Texas.
Yeah, it's something.
I mean, hell, Dion could get fired tomorrow, and we won't know. We don't know. We'll see.
College sports is semi-pro now.
Yeah,
It's
and it's about as cutthroat now, if not more.
Yep.
If not more.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyway, I brought up Isaiah Buggs earlier, just one of 4 Chiefs to be incarcerated this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I know this is a weird kind of transition to J.J. Redick, your favorite human now. Signed a 4-year, $32 million deal, according to Hoops Hype. What's more likely to be the higher total? Chiefs incarcerations this offseason or J.J. Redick's years as Lakers head coach?
Oh, that's a good one.
And I think I know my answer. I want to hear.
I'd have to say Chiefs. Well, Andy must just be hanging out at In-N-Out Burger. So I'm going Chiefs. I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. I really don't. I'm going Chiefs.
I don't know, man. They just, well, I mean, obviously I go on TikTok, I go on Instagram, and people make fun of the situation. I saw one video that says that they're just distracting from what Rashee Rice did, the new, people that, because a lot of them were nobodies. And I actually got to see here who it was. Chukwuemeka Godric, looks like Wanya Morris were the other two. Then, of course, who did I just say? Isaiah Buggs and Rashee Rice. Yeah. I'd never heard of those other two guys. I've heard of Isaiah Buggs because obviously, he was a Steeler for a time.
Yeah. Well, Tomlin saw it.
He did.
They see it. Antonio, Le'Veon.
They do. Learned his lesson with Antonio, big time.
The reason I'm going that way, and I'm not
even Santonio, really. I don't recall him doing anything illegal. He just kind of embarrassed the franchise. But
really, Frank Vogel wins a championship, Trevor. Doesn't have a good season after that. Fucking gone. That's why. That's why I'm going with the Chiefs for the people out there. Jeannie Butts is fucking nuts.
Nah, I know. I'm going with the Chiefs too. I don't think. How long do you think Redick lasts? Do you think he lasts that contract?
3 years.
3?
Yeah. Is it 4? Is it a 4-year?
It's 4 years.
Yeah. No, he don't make it through the full contract.
He doesn't make it through the. No, I don't think so either. And spoke with a former co-host who was a passionate Lakers fan. He says he's not going to watch NBA as long as J.J. Redick is Lakers head coach. That's how pissed he's about it. I'd be pretty pissed too, because it's basically a Steve Nash situation all over again. I'd say the only difference is JJ was still involved in the game. He, analyst and as a podcast host, still in touch with the game in retirement, whereas they just kind of plucked Nash. The Nets did out of nowhere a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. Kobe's looking down, saying, "What the fuck?" I'm just saying. If he was still alive, he'd be like, "This is a goddamn mess."
Yeah. Here's my
It's
question.
going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Here's my question to you, and this is kind of branching off of what's more likely, but if Kobe's still alive, is it more likely that he's head coach or that the Lakers still have a Vogel or a Darvin Ham?
I think they'd interview him, but they wouldn't. I don't know what goes on. I don't know if it's Pelinka or Pelinka, whatever the hell his name is.
Or Janey or whoever.
They just, after Phil, and you can even ask the guy he was talking to, Nate. Ask Nate, after Phil, I don't know what the fuck happened. And they actually forced Phil out of town, and he was banging Jeannie. So it's all fucked. It's just fucked.
It's a circus.
It's a circus. And Jerry West, God bless his soul, he tried to revive, and it's just, whatever. They just do what they want. And I know we're going to get to another question I'm going to get even more pissed off about.
Oh, that's my next question, man.
Oh, okay.
It's my next question. I'm just twisting the dagger right now. And we'll move on to lighter topics for you and all the Laker fans that are watching this show. But before we do that, of course, today, second round of the NBA draft, and we'll get into a little bit more of that after what's more likely before we transition to our segment after that, because I want to talk about who my Sixers picked and who your Lakers picked, among a couple others that got picked. A couple guys from France getting drafted 1 and 2.
Very enjoyable.
Seems pretty common now. They just kind of go overseas and, hey, you're here now. But anyway, Lakers 55 overall, drafting Bronny James, which many analysts have described as the worst kept secret in NBA draft history. That Bronny was going to go to the Lakers with his daddy, under the stroke of his daddy. Because JJ Redick really, I don't know how much pull he's going to have versus LeBron. But anyway, we haven't seen something like this since Griffey and Griffey Sr. The Ken Griffeys.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you here. In light of Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. being the first and only father-son duo to hit back-to-back home runs in a major league game, which they did so in a September game in 1990 against the California Angels, now the Los Angeles Angels. Who's going to have the more iconic or legendary, historic father-son moment in their respective sport?
Are we saying past leading up to this, or are we just saying going forward together? Because I'm saying LeBron might. I don't know. That's tough too, comparing Ken Griffey. Because I think Ken Griffey Jr. had a better career than his dad. No offense.
Well, no, I'm just talking about like iconic sports moments. Like, is there going to be a moment that like playoffs are on the line for the Lakers and they trot out Bronny and LeBron and one of them passes to the other and the other hits like a game-winning shot or something like that? Or who's going to have the more iconic, historic moment in their respective sport?
I'd say the Griffeys.
The Griffeys?
Yeah.
Bronny, do you not see Bronny doing anything in the NBA or what?
He took a spot from a kid.
I know he
should have been there.
I know he did. Well, it's his last name, dude.
It's
his last name. What are you gonna,
And it just bothers me because it's like the typical bullshit in sports.
Yeah.
He averaged, and I might be off on this, sure. I believe 2.3 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds for USC.
It's like 4.8 points.
4.8 points. How the fuck is that NBA level? It's
not.
It's just a waste of a draft pick. The only guy that I'm happy they got was Dalton, and he's just another Austin Reeves. So fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Godspeed, brother. Godspeed.
Yeah, the Griffeys.
Do you want me to yank the dagger out now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move.
We're not going to win 50 games.
You don't think so?
No. Well, but when
No?
maybe 40 plus.
What'd you
That's
win?
it.
47 last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, 47 and 35.
Oh shit! Then I'll go 39. We're gonna win 39 games.
39.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to
Gotta
look
be
at
careful.
I'll have to look at over under win totals as we get closer to the next NBA season. See where the Lakers are at.
It might be worse than Marc Gasol coming to the fucking team.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's a hefty accusation.
that is where
Oh
I'm at.
my god.
That is where.
You're
And
talking about LeBron James's son being worse than Marc Gasol for your
yes,
team?
yes,
Well, I guess collectively with JJ Redick, maybe.
he got more of his mom's height. That's if he was 6'6".
I know. No, I know.
He's 6'2". It's like
He's 6'2", 210. Yeah.
and you're
Pure
playing against
guard.
big boys. You know,
Yeah,
you're not playing
he
against,
is.
and you're
He
going to have
is.
a target on your back like no other. God bless him. So would not want to be him. That's all I got to say.
No.
It's worse than what Caitlin Clark's going because your dad's the greatest scorer of all time. And fuck, everybody's going to want to take their shot at you. Sorry, Trevor, I could keep going here, but yeah.
No, you're good. I'd like to get you fired up, DB.
Fuck.
And it's easy to do with your Lakers and the circus that comes to town.
I saw that pop up on my phone. I swear to God, I left work. I said, fuck this, I'm going home.
You know what I was doing? I was outside playing putt-putt, drinking a Corona, much like I am now. And I saw that, and I texted Nate. I'm like, how we feeling, bruh?
Mm.
I don't remember his exact response, but it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant.
It's like a fucking punch in the balls.
He said something along those lines as well. It said something along the lines of, it's a joke. Circus is coming to town now. It's
Whatever. It's LA.
It's LA, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's LA. And they like to make splashy, flashy moves. And they sure did that.
Whatever.
Whatever, indeed. Okay. On to hopefully to lower your blood pressure here.
Yeah.
Talking about baseball. Back to baseball.
Yep.
Who's the more likely current MLB Rookie of the Year favorite to not win the award?
Oh.
So in the AL, it's Louis Gill. And in the NL, the front runner is now Paul Skeens. And just for reference, Louis Gill, 9-3 with a 3.15 ERA, has 99 strikeouts on the season with a 1.12 walks per innings pitched. Or walks hits per innings pitched, commonly known as WHIP. And then Paul Skeens, let me pull up his page here. Right now has a 4-0 record with a 2.14 ERA, 61 strikeouts, and an under 1 WHIP. So who's more likely not to win the award?
I'd say Whipple or whatever the fuck is, or whatever that first guy was.
Louis Gill.
Louis Gill. You threw a whip
Louis
out
Gill
there.
for
My
the
bad.
Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
No, I did. The WHIP
fuck
is
the
not a guy's
pinstripes.
name. It's a stat.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. No. Yeah. But fuck the pinstripes.
Yeah. We're going tit for tat here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see a guy in pinstripes win that thing.
No.
One Yankee doing well, Aaron Judge, is enough.
Well, I like Dominguez. I got to say that. I think he's a special player.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
I don't want to see. No.
I mean, not going to lie to you. I did have a Pirates fan tell me that he enjoys what Aaron Judge does with a bat, which I responded, that sounds kind of gay. You need to check yourself here real quick. Calm down. Okay.
Whatever.
Got a good laugh out of that. Trying to lighten the mood, DB, after I put a dagger in your heart.
He's just if Skeen, they just got to keep him. That's kind of been the whole discussion.
They got him till I think it's 2030.
Yeah, they just
so he'll be there for a while.
Let him be a Pirate. Come on.
Yeah, don't trade him.
No.
Don't let him go.
No,
don't let him go. Like he does with Livy Dunn in the bedroom. Hold him tight and don't let him go.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh. I got to get that drum thing.
Yeah,
yeah. But
it's probably available on StreamYard somewhere.
I got to find it.
Find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got you.
Yeah.
Then going to hockey here. Do you see the Cup Finals?
I heard who won. Fuck, who was it?
Florida
Yes.
won their first Stanley Cup ever, which
Yes.
as a Sabres fan, and they've never won a Stanley Cup, it gives me a little sliver of hope.
Right.
A sliver. And seeing all these former Sabres win it gives me a sliver of hope. There's not really any hope left.
No.
There's a sliver. There's a sliver. There's a sliver. Yeah. It's microscopic. You need science's best microscope to find the hope that I have for that franchise. But
right.
So we saw a first-time Cup winner this year. Who's the more likely first-time Cup winner next year? Vancouver Canucks or the Winnipeg Jets? Which, coincidentally, if either of those two teams were to win it, it would be the first Canadian team to win the Cup since 1993 when the Montreal Canadiens won it.
Let's go Canucks. That'd be cool.
Like the Canucks?
Yeah,
I'll say the Jets. Hellebuck just won the Vezina, which is the NHL's award for best goaltender.
Okay.
And I like goaltending.
Yes.
I like goaltending. It carries teams through playoffs, just like it did with Florida and Sergei Bobrovsky. And to an extent, Stuart Skinner as well for the Oilers. Taking that series to 7 games is a feat in and of itself.
Right.
Almost the second team ever to come back from a 3-0 deficit in Cup Finals history.
Wow.
I think the first one was in like 1942 or something. It was a long time ago.
Jesus.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm not an encyclopedia of sports knowledge, but I can remember things that pop up on my television screen.
Right. Goddamn, Trevor. All right.
Yes.
Shit.
Then going with the WNBA here.
Oh, boy.
We've been talking about them quite a bit. So who's the most likely team that's currently outside of the playoff race to make the WNBA finals? To make the not win it, to make it.
Okay.
So right now, the Indiana Fever, they're on the outside looking in. They're the 9th team.
Okay.
Then in order, well, at least as of a couple days ago when I checked this, the Sparks, the LA Sparks, the Mystics, and the Dallas Wings. Who's the most likely team to, and I think this kind of has an obvious answer, but by all means.
The Sparks, I hope? No?
Oh, they just lost Brinks for the season, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Who was the second team you said? Not the Sparks, the
Mystics?
Yeah, fuck it. Throw the Mystics out there.
You want to throw the Mystics in?
Yeah.
You're not going to throw the Indiana Fever in there?
The Fever, I don't know. They suck right now, Trevor, though. God damn it.
I was going to say, Caitlin Clark does not have a whole lot to work with.
No, I hope they kind of suck. And then, is it the same way as the NBA? So, I mean, if they have a shit.
I think it's 8 teams. They get in there because I think it's a 12-team league. Let me check. Yeah, 12-team league, top 8 make it. And as of right now, actually, the Fever are in the 8th spot. Oh, so it's the Chicago Sky that's in the 9th spot. So yeah, let me change the question on the fly here. The Sky, the Sparks, the Mystics, or the Wings?
I'll still go Mystic. Yeah.
Still go Mystics. I'll take the Sky out of that.
The Sky. Okay.
Yeah. They seem feisty and tenacious.
Okay.
Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese.
Yeah. Well, that's
nice little dynamic duo there. I think they could. Yeah. I think they can make some noise. You
go, girl.
Paying attention to the WNBA, brother.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I actually watched a Fever Sky game, like the whole thing. The whole thing on, I think it was like Sunday or Saturday. I'm sitting there, I'm doing laundry, I'm not doing nothing, so I'm like, I'll throw on the Fever and the Sky that we're playing. Of course, Kennedy Carter, Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark. And it came down to the wire. I forget who won the game. I think it was the Sky, or the home team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or wait, yeah, no, I'm trying to see who they were. Yeah, no. No, the Fever won that game. My apologies. Fever won that game.
God.
Yeah. Got a little confused here. I'm not to the point where I remember WNBA results yet.
I'm not good with. Yeah.
I'm to the point where I'm interested in what's going on with the league, and I'll watch a couple of games here and there.
Yeah, right. If it's
That's
on,
where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's on, I'll throw it on. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see honestly what game I watched though. I can't remember. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been Sunday. No, it was Sunday. It was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was right. The Sky did win that game, 88-87. That's what it was on Sunday. Yeah. Yep. Caitlin Clark had 17. Angel Reese had 25 and 16. She's a beast. Yeah. She's, and she was like mad dogging other players. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it was fun to watch, and the crowd was pretty electric too.
Oh, yeah,
because you get those two rivals clashing together. It's going to draw a little bit of a crowd, which fucking finally for the WNBA.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, you need that. Yeah.
Let's talk NBA draft for a second. And I don't really have anything written for this. I just want to know like your initial thoughts in the aftermath.
Yeah.
Second round was today. First round was yesterday.
Yep.
We know how you feel about the Bronny James pick. We've covered that in depth already. How do you feel about the Dalton Connect pick?
It is what it.
Another Austin Reeves.
It's just another Austin Reeves.
Another Austin Reeves.
I don't know what is their fascination with Alex Caruso. We had him. We get fucking Austin Reeves. Now Dalton could hold his fucking own. I just want to see how him and LeBron work together. Because I compare Dalton to kind of maybe, and I might be a little off here, but Tyler Hero. But a little bigger.
That sounds right. Yeah. 6'6", 212, known as a volume scorer. Much more of a volume scorer in the SEC than he was in the Big Sky before he transferred to Tennessee.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, he can fill the net for you. Take him a little bit of time to develop.
Oh, yeah. He needs to get in the gym.
Yeah, he does. Put some meat on the bones for sure.
Yeah.
Get a little more physical.
Yeah. But I think he'll be all right. I like that more than Bronny.
I was going to say, it's any pick that anyone made, you could probably like more than Bronny.
Yeah. The Sixers, I felt, had a good,
it was good. Yeah. It wasn't overwhelming. They got who I expected them to get,
smart.
Which is sensible. Sensible. It like B+ type of picks, but nothing outside of my logic and knowledge of the game and what spots we needed to fill. Jared McCain out of Duke, a guard that we could pair with Maxey. Those guys, it's kind of spitting images of each other. Those two, really, very similar play style. McCann a little on the smaller side versus Maxey, but obviously, very good experience at Duke. And a very tenacious defender. Then we got Adam Bona out of UCLA, a center, another guy that could potentially spell Embiid and get him minutes. Not quite as tall as Embiid. He's only 6'8", 243. But he could still, he still has a 7-foot wingspan and he's very physical. So I could see him like in a Paul Reed type of role.
Okay.
I like what they did.
They actually, I don't know. I just felt like the Lakers, compared to the Sixers or any other fucking organization, they just reached too far with Bronny. Like they made the splash pick, man. They made the splash pick. Bronny probably should have been undrafted. Yeah, you could have saved up money.
Everyone and their mother knows why he got drafted, and everyone and their mother knew he was probably going to go to the Lakers at 55.
What drives me nuts, and I'm gonna just before
go
we
ahead.
switch over to sicko,
go ahead.
Or license to
go
sicko
ahead.
here.
This is your therapy, brother.
You got all these fucking, and I think Nate would agree. Just how the Lakers are. You got all these guys coming out of rough areas. Maybe first ones go to college. They graduate, or they're able to make it to the NBA after freshman, sophomore year, whatever the hell it is, and they bust their ass. And that fucking guy, his dad's a billionaire or gonna be a billionaire. That's what just drives me nuts. He does not need it. He does not need that. He was
doesn't
not
need the
talented.
pressure either. Doesn't need the pressure.
He doesn't need the pressure.
Target on his back.
Like, fuck. Scottie Pippen's son. I believe it went undrafted. He was on the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
He did not pan out. I'm not saying he's not good, but it's just like, I don't know. That's the route they should have went with this. You don't need to, just because their dads were fucking, I mean, Rodman's son's going to be coming up too. Yeah. It pisses me off.
Well, you also got a fresh head coach who, like I said, I don't know how much say he has in how things go in that organization at this point.
Yeah.
Versus how much sway LeBron has. And there was a lot of rumors going around that, if Philadelphia were to draft Bronny, that would entice LeBron to come to Philly. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. As much as I don't like Daryl Morey and the way he does things sometimes, I don't want a player running my organization.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't work.
That's just my thoughts. And I don't want LeBron James running my organization with what he's done to the previous two organizations that he's been.
I think the difference
left him in the dust.
And I'll say
won a championship, overcompensated with expensive free agents and old guys and injury-prone guys.
Yep.
Then left him in the dust to rebuild, which Cleveland, they now have, thankfully.
Yep.
And the Lakers, they might be trending in that same direction. Even though he got you a championship. He did. Bubble championship. He got you that.
Right. But here's like what pisses me off, and I don't want to take up longer on this, but Embiid.
No, it's fine. It's worth talking
about. Embiid, Kobe, Dirk, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who other guys that Curry, maybe. They just fucking play. They'll put their opinions in, but they won't.
AI, Jerry West, Larry.
They'll put their opinions in, but they're not going to fucking try to run the organization. That's why I don't like LeBron. I just feel like he's like, if you want me here, you're going to do what the fuck I say. I can't get behind that.
Yeah,
that's why we have a GM. That's why we have an owner.
Hell, at least KD only controlled where he went. I mean, granted, he did. I will say this until the day that I die. He made the biggest bitch move of all time when he blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors and then went to the Warriors to win 2 championships. I think it was 2. Was it 2?
Yeah.
He won 2 with him?
Yep, 15, 16. Or maybe it was 16, 17. I don't know.
It was 16, because 15, 16 was the Cavs year, so he might have only won 1 with him. But anyway.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
Won at least a title with him.
Yeah. He's a snake, Trevor.
At least he slithers from team to team and doesn't poison everyone else. And not for nothing. In terms of the GOAT debate, one guy stayed with his team pretty much his entire career. Obviously, the last few years with the Wizards were just kind of, he held on too long. We all know that.
Yeah.
But LeBron kind of goes wherever the situation's best for him. You know what I mean? Yeah. He had the decision back in the summer of 2010. Yep. Then Miami, things kind of went dry there after a couple championships. He's like, oh, Cleveland. Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm back, bitch. And then once things ran dry in Cleveland again, he goes to LA, and now he's poisoning that organization.
So he's actually 1, 2.
He's won 4.
He switched 4 times, right? Or 5?
4. So from Cleveland to Miami.
Yep.
Miami back to Cleveland.
And then over to the Lakers. Yeah.
Cleveland over to the Lakers. So he's been he's 4 different stints.
He's a fuck.
Places.
And that's why I kind of respect Kareem a little more. I understand he has the record over Kareem, but he only played for the Bucks and he only went to the Lakers.
And the Bucks didn't want to pay him.
Which... Still, that fucking
bugs the hell out of me. I think they traded him.
Yeah, and I don't know who it was for, but
no, I don't remember. I'm gonna actually Google that.
Yeah, that's a conversation that would be a good discussion. What the fuck?
Yeah, they traded Kareem and Walt Wesley to the Lakers. In exchange, the Bucks got Elmore Smith, Brian Winters, Junior Bridgman, and Dave Myers.
And who the fuck are those guys? Lakers won that trade.
In the words of a former co-host and fellow Lakers fan, in your case,
who? It's just dumb. Dumb.
At least he got him a championship before he left.
I will tell you, Mr. Bus knew what the hell he was doing back then. I will give him that.
Before, you know. Yeah.
Well, and there's just a lot of fucking going on at the forum, like Kevin Hart said. There was a lot of weird shit. A lot of weird.
A lot of fucking. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
A couple other things I just wanted to point out with the draft. You got guys from France going first and second overall.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the same thing happened last year or something similar where a couple foreign guys got selected with the first couple picks. I don't remember exactly how it went down. My NBA draft history is not that good. It's not that. I'm not that good at remembering drafts, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Right.
But I know there were a couple foreign guys that were drafted pretty high last year. Same thing this year. Zachary Rissa-Cher, I think.
Okay.
And then Alex Sarr, both out of France, small forward and power forward, respectively, to the Hawks and to the Wizards.
Okay. Trying to find their Victor Wembanyama, it looks like. I
guess so. And speaking of that, Stefan Castle out of UConn, the 6'6", 210 point guard that helped him win a national championship, headed to San Antonio with Wembanyama. So could potentially have a dynamic duo in the making there. I mean, I know this wasn't the strongest draft, but Stefan Castle, he can still hold his own. He's tough as nails, man. Yeah. Hurley's going to churn him out now. Hurley.
Oh, yeah.
Calipari's been churning him out. Krzyzewski's churned him out.
Yep.
Now Hurley's going to be churning him out.
Yep.
Even through these next few years as he's winning national championships at Connecticut.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not the girls' team. It's the boys' team.
It is the boys' team. It is the boys' team.
Yeah.
The Connecticut basketball fans, very spoiled.
Yeah.
Very, very spoiled. Literally, for a solid 10 years, you could literally throw UConn in your national championship, have them win it, and you were right, I think, 9 out of those 10 years, something like that, or 8 out of those 10 years. A lot of those years, you were right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a couple other notes on kind of where these players are coming from, too. The G League Ignite, which is basically where semi-professional guys that don't go to college play.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of guys getting drafted out of there, Ron Holland and Matas Buzelis. Ron Holland to Detroit and Matas Buzelis to the Bulls.
Okay.
Nikola Topic from Serbia went to the Thunder, adding to their long list of young guys and foreign guys that are on that roster.
Yes.
Jared McCain we covered. Dalton Connect we covered. Just trying to see who else here. The Knicks actually had a good draft as well. Getting Keyshawn George out of Miami and Pacome Dadiet. He's French, so I think it's Dadiet. I think
Dadiet. Okay.
Datier or something like that. Yeah. Both shooting guards.
We appreciate
shooting guards. So I want to see who else the Knicks got, because I've been meaning to chat with my uncle Steve, who's a big Knicks guy.
Yep.
Big Knicks guy, which they could be taking a step above Philadelphia pretty soon. They also got Ajay Mitchell in the second round at UC Santa Barbara, and another guy from France, Melvin Ajinka. All guards. Interestingly enough.
Okay.
All guards, which I thought they were good at guard with Brunson, and they signed OG Anunoby to, was it 5 years, 212 and a half?
Yep.
Figured they were good at guard, but just kind of strengthening the depth chart, and they must be good with Harkenstein and Mitchell Robinson down low.
Harkenstein.
Tough son of a bitches. Tough. We know that from playing 2K with them. It's a beautiful thing to watch. If you're not a Sixers fan and they're beating you in a playoff series. They're fun to love. But if you don't like them, then they're frustrating as hell. They're like the team that is the Pat Beverly of the
yes.
of the NBA.
Nasty.
Nasty, physical. My brand of basketball for sure. Philadelphia plays a similar style.
Yes.
So I like to see it. See it. Just for my team, not for the Knicks. I fucking hate the Knicks.
Fuck the Knicks, yeah.
Fuck the Knicks.
Yeah.
Then Boston strengthening their ranks as well with Baylor Shearman and Anton Watson, Creighton and Gonzaga products, respectively.
Fuck them too.
No, I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then other than the Bronny pick in the second round, nothing really of note. I'm just kind of, honestly, like I said, I didn't have anything prepared. I'm just kind of seeing who pops up and just kind of getting immediate reactions to, Tyler Smith out of G League Ignite.
Okay.
Couple more guys out of Serbia, Spain, Sweden. Holy shit, a Swedish basketball player? That's new.
Not very common.
Bobby Klintman, a power forward from Sweden, went to the Wolves.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Very interesting. A lot of UConn products, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think like 5 or 6 UConn products went.
Right.
Then that's really all I got to talk about with the draft. Okay. Wasn't a stellar draft by any stretch of the imagination. No. Not going to be remembered with the likes of the 03 draft. Not even going to be close to that.
Right.
Or not even really an average draft. It was pretty subpar. But hopefully some diamonds in the rough, and hopefully some guys that can strengthen the ranks of some teams. And at the very least, I just hope my Sixers hit their picks.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. I have more faith in them than the goddamn fucking Lakers. Anyways.
We need to stop talking about basketball now.
It is what it is, buddy.
It's a bad week to be a Lakers fan.
Yeah,
very bad.
Sucks. But are we swinging over here to? No.
We're swinging over to. We're swinging over to. Oh, I even forget the name of it now. License to Sicko. That's what it is.
License. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. Let's get it in there. And then throw this up here. God damn it. Hold on. Shit, Trevor. Fuck. I tried.
You almost had it.
There
you almost had it, bro.
License to Sicko at the bottom. Okay, we're good to go.
Yeah. And if you don't know what License to Sicko is, watch our previous 3 episodes. I explain it all there. I'm not explaining it to you bitches again.
Fuck yeah.
We're getting right into it.
Yep.
We're going full on sicko mode this week with the conferences we're talking about, because we're talking about the MAC. Everybody loves MACtion, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And we're talking about an up and coming conference, the Mountain West.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, going off of 2023, this is pre Big Ten and SEC restructuring and all that. So we're going off of 2023 division and conference alignment. Starting out with a team that you said you really wanted to see and you were going to give a high score. So I'm hoping we're simpatico here. Miami of Ohio, the Red Hawks.
We're going to go.
Alma mater of one.
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my fucking shit. And now I'm excited. Now I kind of shit myself. 9. I was going to go 8, but 9. Ben and. Yeah. I think he's really been the only product. No offense to Miami, Ohio.
But, yeah, he owns all the records.
Yeah.
But, one of the all-time great quarterbacks coming out of a school like that.
Without a fucking
doubt. Yeah, impressive stuff. I gave him a 10 for that reason.
Okay.
10.
Yeah.
So we got the plague for them, buddy. That's good. Then Ohio. Just Ohio.
Just
to be honest, I don't even know what their mascot is.
They're the Bearcats?
Maybe.
Green?
I don't know. I think it's very good.
I think it's a very
They are green. I know they're green.
Very good lawyer law school out there.
Yes.
You know that. A lot of people from me and Trevor's area goes there for law school.
A lot of pre-law people. Yep.
Yeah. But I got to say probably a 8 just because they're the ugly stepchild of the state. Yeah.
That's fair. I gave them a 6.
Okay.
I'm kind of indifferent.
Okay.
Toward them, but I still want to give them a decently high score because I know a lot of people that have gone there and up and coming program, you could say, but still, like you said, kind of the redheaded stepchild of the entire state.
Yeah.
Of course, I say that right after we talked about the Red Hawks.
Correct.
Anyway, moving down the line with Bowling Green.
Really have nothing against them, but I'll probably go 6 there.
6. I had them at a 4.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really have any attachment to them. I just see them in pick'ems every now and again, and
Yeah. Well, they fucked me a little bit.
yeah,
Go a little higher, but
yeah, they have. They're one of those schools that I feel like I can't get them right.
Yeah, right.
They're-
It's like
yeah,
who the hell was
they're
the
like a
team?
Buffalo or a Central Michigan. I just can't get them right.
They're like the Falcons of college football.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. They win and lose on like alternate weeks, and you're off every single week.
Yeah. Or the Vikings. Yeah. Fuck.
Or the Vikings. Yeah. Right.
You know,
Moving on down the line here, a city that I have somewhat of an attachment to,
Okay.
and a city that you have a lot of resentment toward. Well, you have resentment toward their sports teams anyway. I don't think you have resentment toward their Buffalo Wings or Anchor Bar.
No.
Which if you've never been to Anchor Bar in Buffalo, go to it. Get the blue cheese with the hot wings.
Mm-hmm.
You will not regret it.
Mm-hmm.
Your stomach might be rumbling, but you will just undo the top button on your pants, breathe a little bit, and take it all in. It's a beautiful sight to behold.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the college Buffalo. Yes. They're next on the on the
just because got a special place in my heart, even though I hate the fucking city. Last collegiate race was on that track, so I'll go 7. I'll go 7 there.
That's where I have him as well.
Yes.
That's where I have him as well.
And they had
I think they played. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Did he go there?
Yeah, I think so. He's like their big, because they had a poster of him outside.
Played college football at Buffalo. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hope I wasn't full of shit.
No. I got Google or Bing, because I guess I'm using the Edge browser. That's the default on my work computer.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Everything's Microsoft, man, and it has to update every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway, Buffalo, gave them a 7 as well.
I have no way of resentment towards that place. Now we get into, Niagara, Canisius. Yeah, we're gonna have issues, but
yeah, Canisius football, thankfully, or at least they're not FBS anyway. Okay. All right. So we're good. Right. We're good. No Canisius.
Right,
no Canisius.
Yeah, fuck them,
the next on the list, the Akron Zips.
I believe James Harrison. If I'm not mistaken.
No, he went to Kent State.
Kent State. Who was from Akron?
Nobody that I remember.
No, I fucked up there. My bad, Trevor. I'm gonna go 6.
Oh, I am as a 2. I don't really.
Oh,
okay. That's cool.
I'm giving out high scores.
No, I know. I was gonna say you've given out a 9, an 8, a 6, a 7, and a 6 so far.
I feel like it's gonna get ugly though, because I think I know where we're going next.
Right. Well, next is Kent State.
Oh.
We might get ugly after this one.
Let's go 5 just because of James. Just because
I have him at a 9 for James.
Oh shit! Shit! 7. Put me at a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, put me at a 7. I'll feel like shit.
No, I understand. I understand. Yeah. This is why I do this beforehand, so we don't like influence each other's scores.
Yes.
We know a guy that went here as well, Toledo.
3.
I have him at a 6. I had a little more sympathy for him because he was pretty good with us, but
he's a fucker.
Nah, I understand. I understand the 3. Not a problem.
Ben, he's pitching a whatever. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know.
We can go down a whole thing.
Let it out. Actually, don't let it out because we'll be here for 3 hours.
Yes. Fuck him.
Anyway, keeping on going on down the MAC, Northern Illinois.
Oh, see, these are just kind of the no-name. Like, not every person's gonna know them.
Right. Well, it's the MAC, man.
6.
True sickos know them.
Yeah, I'd go 6.
I have him as an 8. So we're pretty close there.
Okay.
Pretty close. Now's where I am not particularly kind to the MAC. We're getting into the Michigans. We'll start with Eastern Michigan.
Max Crosby.
Yeah.
AB?
No, he was Central.
Central, sorry. I'll go a 5 there. Not really. just because it's Michigan, I'm not going to go any higher than a 5. We'll be mid. We'll be mid there.
Yeah, Max Crosby to Eastern Michigan. You said, what'd you say?
A 5 there. I'm not going any higher. Mm-mm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Western Michigan.
4.
I'm as a 1.
Okay.
Ball State.
Oh, great standout. Came over from there to Bonus, put us on a hell of a ride. For that, I got to give him.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm getting 3. I'm giving too much.
You're being too nice.
I got to get back to reality here. I got to stop.
You gotta average it out. You gotta average it out. You gotta average it out, brother. Come on.
If I'm getting on the game with Ball State and I win national, it's not that big of a deal.
No, right. Agreed. Central Michigan.
So many good fucking.
AB
4.
I'm as a.
If he didn't go nutso, it'd be higher.
If he didn't go sicko himself, yeah.
Sicko, yes.
Got you. So running down the list, we have the Plague for Miami of Ohio with an average score 9.5. Ohio food poisoning with an average score of 7. Bowling Green average score of 5. We got a fever for them. Buffalo, we both have 7s actually for Buffalo. Mm-hmm. So we got food poisoning for them. Akron average score of 4, just a common cold. Kent State an average score of 8 with the flu. Toledo 4.5 with a fever. Northern Illinois 7 with food poisoning. Eastern Michigan 4.5 with a fever. Western Michigan 2.5 with just migraines. And then the common cold with both Ball State and Central Michigan, average scores of 4 and 3.5 respectively.
Okay.
So as I figured when we had our discussion over PlayStation or however it came up, Miami of Ohio coming out of the MAC.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yes.
That's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping you can start multiple online dynasties at once because I want my main one with like Notre Dame or Penn State, the feel good one that would, make me want to manifest an actual result in real life.
Yes.
But then, I also want to do the sicko thing where I just recruit the hell out of people, be a fiend with NIL, and get a no-name school to all the way to the finals and have them win the national championship.
Right.
So I'm hoping that can happen.
It'd be sick. Yeah.
Hence the name of the segment.
Yes. License sicko, baby.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I don't know how you feel about this particular conference. Some schools in here you've definitely heard of, and a lot of them commonly in a lot of pick'em leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to bet on, too. Bet on. And a couple of them have little weird qualities about them.
Okay.
They're just kind of charming, I guess. Coming right out of the gate with Boise State.
I love their fields.
Shit. They once they build a new one, they can't have that blue turf anymore. They were grandfathered in.
Jake Cutler? No. Jake Cutler was. I'm trying to think of a quarterback from there. Trevor. Shit.
Was it Kellen Moore? Maybe.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah. Jake Cutler was fucking Purdue. What the hell am I saying?
Yes. Let me see. Kellen Moore went to Boise State. Yeah, I believe Kellen Moore was the one that got that executed that Statue of Liberty play in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yes.
I believe that was him.
They just play exciting football in the field. Just goes along with it. I'm going to go 7 on them.
I met an 8.
Okay.
Yep. So pretty simpatico there.
Yep.
School I really don't know a whole lot about, nor do I really care for him that much. San Jose.
Fuck. 3.
Yeah.
I don't really
got him
care
at a 4.
Yeah.
I don't really. I don't dislike them, but I just don't have any attachment to them. So it's like, whatever.
I hope they have good state funding, but that's all I really care about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's all we can hope for. That's all. I know this school has plenty of funding. UNLV, the Rebels.
Ooh. That would be really cool.
Are they the Rebels? They're the Rebels, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're the Rebels.
Let's go 6. It's not exciting, but it's enticing. 6.
Simpatico there as well. 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Air Force.
Love my servicemen. I don't remember what I gave everybody else, but I'm going to have to go 10.
10?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I gave Army and.
I think you gave them 9s and 10s. I think you're
Okay.
safe.
Okay.
I think you're safe.
Yep.
Is there any service academy we didn't cover yet? I know
Does
for
West
the independents was Army. Conference USA was, or no, the American was Navy.
Yep.
Air Force. Yeah, I think that's
I think
that's the 3 that have Division I football programs.
I believe so. And if we fuck up, maybe comment in the comments. We would appreciate that.
Absolutely. And I'm probably gonna search it as you're giving out scores here as well.
Have to update, yeah.
You gave Army an 8. You gave Navy a 10, and you gave Air Force a 10.
Okay.
So, good man.
Okay. Yeah.
Good man.
Yep. Yeah.
Good man. I almost skipped one. An alma mater of one Josh Allen. Wyoming. For that reason, I'll tell you what I gave it after you give yours. That's how this works.
7.
I gave him a 6.
Okay.
We're good. We got it.
Yeah, there you go, Buffalo fans. I'm not really a dick.
Yeah. You're not a complete asshole.
I'm not a complete.
You are 99% asshole, but the 1% is somewhat sympathetic and caring.
It's a school in the middle of nowhere, literally. So yeah.
It is. Not a whole lot going on.
How the fuck you got Josh Allen? But that story's amazing. But yeah,
truly, they're gonna make a 30 for 30 on him.
They have to.
I hope.
Yes. Yeah.
A team that I actually kind of like this team. They were kind of D1 underdogs for a while, and they've been growing. Not any particular players coming out of the school that I can recall or that I have any sort of attachment to.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Not really any ill will to them. Going to stay on the same cusp here. 6. Don't really care about them. No offense to alma maters or alumni.
Gotcha.
But,
so you gave him a 6. I gave him a 9.
Oh shit!
I gave him a 9. I like them.
Okay.
I like them, and I pick them a lot in pick'em leagues, and I bet on them quite a bit, and they usually do me pretty well. So I will give them their flowers at the very least for that. Not only that, half the time I turn on a West Coast game at like 10 o'clock at night when there's nothing else on, it's a Fresno State game, so I get a good bit of exposure to them.
Okay.
Utah State is next. Alma mater of one Jordan Love.
Yeah. Go. Fuck it. We'll go an 8. I'll just
8. Oh wow, I gave him a 3.
Yeah.
I don't really care for them.
They're kind of the ugly. Yeah. Utah's kind of the
Utah's the school there. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mormons.
Yeah. No problem. This is one of those teams that has a weird quality about them, and in particular, they got a couple weird qualities. Where they play is not on the continental United States, and they're called the Rainbow Warriors. I'm talking about Hawaii. Best name for like a mascot in college football. I will argue that to my death. The Rainbow Warriors.
They play exciting football. I've caught a couple of their games. Whatever, fucking that's so random.
They're usually on by themselves because they're in Hawaii too.
Yeah, I'll go an 8, just because they're off the U.S. and that would be kind of cool for the state.
I want to go to Hawaii at some point.
Yeah.
When I can afford to.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right now, I can afford to go to Sheboygan, Michigan for a week, but I can't afford to go to Hawaii.
Wow.
So,
right.
I'll go to Sheboygan. It's right. We got a house right on the lake. We're fine.
Oh hell yeah!
We'll talk about that later. That'll be fun. Colorado State. Almost upset to Colorado last year.
Let's go in 7 there.
7. I'm as a 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because of what Primetime's trying to build down there in Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Now we're getting into a couple of schools that have really screwed me over in pick'ems and in sports betting.
Okay.
Which is why I gave them pretty low scores. I'll reveal them after you reveal yours, but Nevada.
They fucked me in Colts Pick'em League. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to have to I'll be kind, but I will go 3. Will not give them a 1. Okay.
I gave them a 2.
Okay.
2. New Mexico.
Oh, 2. Lost a very important game. Dropped me from first to second. That pissed me off.
I gave them a 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For similar reasons.
Yes.
San Diego State.
There's something with them, and I can't remember what happened with them, but that's a fucking 4.
I gave them a 7.
Okay.
I
think
them. I like their basketball team. I should say that.
Very sleeper, dark horse. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So I gave a little bit of basketball sentiment to a football team, but
okay, that's what I've been doing it too.
Yeah. It's kind of how I know some of these schools.
Yes.
Largely, that's how I know San Diego State, not because of the difference in prominence with their football and basketball programs. I just, the basketball team always makes the tournament, and they usually win a couple games for me. Yeah. So, Yep. And that's it for the Mountain West. Running down the list we got here. I actually got to search a little bit because I think we have a 3-way tie. No, we don't. Never mind. We don't. We do not. Okay. We have a 3-way tie for second. But anyway, running down the list, Boise State, we got a 7.5. We got a flu for them. San Jose, average score 3.5, just a cold. UNLV, we got a wine hangover. We both gave them 6s. Air Force, I gave them an 8. You gave them a 10. Average score of 9 for kidney stones. Wyoming, average score 6.5 for food poisoning. Fresno State, a 9 and a 6. Average score 7.5. Again, the flu. Utah State with a wine hangover. Average score 5.5. Hawaii with a 7.5. Flu for them. Colorado State with a 6. Average score. We got a wine hangover for them. Nevada with a 2.5. Just got migraines for them. New Mexico, 1.5. We were not kind of New Mexico.
No.
Nor should we be. And then San Diego State with a 5.5. We got a wine hangover. And the clear-cut winner out of the Mountain West, the Service Academy Air Force.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Be interesting to win it with their style of ball, too.
Yeah.
Because they got a style of ball that's not like the other 2 service academies. They air it out a little bit more, which, figures. They're the Air Force, right?
Yes.
So good on them. Yep. Good on them. But yeah, that's all I got for this week's edition of License to Sicko. Next week, we will be talking about the Pac-12. Now it's going to be the Pac-2, but the Pac-12 as it was in 2023. Then the week after that, SEC, and then the week after that, topping it off with the Sun Belt. And then on that Friday, I, along with millions of others, will be playing NCAA College Football 25 for the entire fucking weekend.
Hell yeah.
I did officially buy the game. As of last night, I bought the deluxe edition and the package with the Madden game.
Oh, happy days.
I really didn't want to get the package with Madden. It's a good deal, and I figure I'm going to be playing Madden anyway. We play enough Ultimate Team, and we play online on there, so it's like I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time on people with PlayStation that are still playing Madden, even though college football's out, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll get both.
Yeah.
So I charged $150 to my credit card, put myself a little bit further in credit card debt for the pure enjoyment of playing football video games for I'll probably be playing them till the end of time. But
I will say this, and this is for all the viewers. Doesn't matter your age. From all across the world, the millions of viewers out there, Trevor. If you're not
wait. Can I do it? The millions and millions. Go ahead.
That are viewing in. If you're not in America and you're watching this, if you're in Canada, wherever the hell, Mexico, wherever the fuck, the American dream is having debt. You have to have debt, Trevor.
Correct.
Or you're not American.
Correct.
So,
correct.
Fuck.
We're $35 trillion in debt.
That's the beauty of it.
If you got a few $1,000s in credit card debt, you are doing America proud.
Yes. But
if you got a second mortgage on your house, you are doing America proud.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that if you don't have
Right.
to.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris said, hey, take out a second mortgage to pay off your student loans. Don't fucking do that.
No, don't do that. But swinging over here, we got NFL schedule predictions here with Trevor as well. Trevor, is that right? I don't want to
Yeah.
the words out of your mouth.
NFL schedule predictions. We never really came up with a name or, like I said, a sequence for it. I feel like I say that every week, but
All right, we'll do a little transition thing here for everybody out there.
There we go.
We're gonna get music on here. That's a beautiful photo.
Is that the Falcon? No, who is that?
I don't even know. It was just some
Is that
thing from
it's like a stock photo, some
from
sort?
Canva. If anybody was trying to make shit, get Canva. It's very good.
Yeah,
I'm not getting sponsored to say that. It's a very good.
And I'm not allowed to give financial advice, but here we are.
Right.
You come to a sports podcast and you get financial advice.
You get pop culture. You get all different kinds of shit.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. Absolutely.
What are the teams this week? I don't even.
No, I got you. They are the 49ers and the Cardinals.
Very different ends of the spectrum
Which
here.
is why when we were talking about Kyler Murray earlier, it kind of rang a bell in my head. It's like, oh, look at that.
Yes.
How about it?
Yeah.
So, all right. What do we got here? Who do you want to start with? You want to start with the top of the NFC West or the bottom of the NFC West?
Probably let's
want to work from the bottom up or the top? Yeah, bottom up.
Yeah.
Bottom up. So Cardinals. Okay. Arizona. Here we go. All right. Let me pull up their schedule real quick and put it in its rightful position. Give me one single solitary second. All right. Wonderful. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. So the Falcons starting right out of the gate against the Buffalo Bills on the road, and then home games against the Rams and Lions. And I believe you have Buffalo winning this game.
Yeah.
They're
going 0-3 here, Trevor.
I have the same thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It is what it is. They're a developing franchise, and I like their coach a lot. I like Gannon, so it's they just got to work to get there. I think a lot of
he has balls on him.
He does. Yeah, I think that honestly, they can make probably 2 of those 3 games pretty damn close.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, they can make any game close. I mean, geez, they beat the Cowboys last year early in the season with Joshua Dobbs playing quarterback, who played for 2 different teams last season. So, they're on the way up. They're on the way up. They can be competitive in games, but I still think they're going to lose quite a few. So in the next 3 weeks, weeks 4, 5, and 6, we got versus Washington at San Fran and at Green Bay, all Sunday games for that slate.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay. I want to see if you have Washington winning that game. You think they beat either Green Bay or San Fran?
No, I have them losing the Commanders. Or I have them winning against Commanders, yeah.
Oh, you have them winning against the Commander. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then losing the Packers and 49ers, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
Okay. I must have erroneously marked that one.
You're right.
In our Commanders, but okay, so yeah, I'm starting out 1 and 5. I think I have them beating same thing. We have the exact same thing so far, beating the Commanders, and then that's it through the first 6.
Okay.
Then in the next 3 weeks, weeks 7, 8, 9.
Oh God.
Yeah, tough few weeks here for them. Well, honestly, every game's tough for the Cardinals, but versus the Chargers, at the Dolphins, versus the Bears.
I don't see them winning any fucking game here. I'm just being honest.
And that Chargers game's a Monday nighter, just for reference.
Yeah. 0-3 again. No offense to Cardinals fans out there. I don't see the pro. I see maybe 2 or 3 wins here, Trevor, on the season.
Damn.
I do not trust them.
Oh my God.
I'm
Wow.
yeah.
That's a very
is-
fucking low total.
They might have the lowest wins in the league.
Think they get the first pick next year?
I think that's what we're trying for.
Hmm.
There's a lot.
You
of
don't think
chatter
the Pats are going to get the first pick? You think it's going to be the Cardinals? We'll just keep going and we'll see.
A lot of chatter around Kyler Murray. That's all I got to say. I could see them flopping on purpose.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't went in 2 of these 3. If you can believe that. I haven't beaten the Chargers and beaten Miami. I think that Chargers game, a little bit of a trap game for them. On prime time as well.
I love whenever someone brings up a trap game.
Yeah. And then the early season Miami upset. Miami's bound to lose a couple games.
Yes. Yeah.
Early in the season. And I think that's one of them.
Okay.
So I got them at 3 and 5. You got them at 1 and 6, 7? 1 and 8.
1 and 8 right now.
1 and 8. I got them at 3 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're bye week 11, but outside of that, week 10 versus the Jets, week 12 at Seattle. Both of those Sunday games.
Some reason I'm getting itched that they're going to win both these.
Oh, now you say they're going to win a couple games.
Yes. Now I'm kind of getting a sense here.
We are not simpatico on the Cardinals here, buddy, because I got them losing. I got them losing both of those games.
I just see some weird shit happening.
Okay. Apparently. Well, it's a Cardinal. The weird shit's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
now it's going to get real tough here for me.
Likewise. I think I actually have them winning a few games down this stretch, but weeks 13 through 15 at Minnesota versus Seattle versus New England. Then all those Sunday games. I think they only have one primetime affair, actually, and that's that Chargers game.
I think they actually go 2-1 here, Trevor.
2-1. I have them at 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay.
I have them at 1 and 2.
See them being the Patriots and coming back after the Vikings, but losing to the Seahawks.
Losing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually have them winning 3 games in a row.
Yes. I could see.
And 4 out of 5.
It's not the coach's fault. I just that organization.
No. Gannon's a good coach. It's just poorly managed. Just a poorly managed organization. Unfortunately,
I see Marvin Harrison not being used to like Pickens, not to the capability he can be used, and that's going to drive me fucking nuts all season.
Likewise, because I'm going to be throwing some money at some Harrison receiving props, and
you have to.
Right? Yeah, and. You might have him as a flex in fantasy. Rookie receivers, tough to trust. But, if it's not too deep of a league, stash him on a bench.
Right.
And if it is a deep league, you might have to throw him in at a flex.
Right.
He's going to get the targets in all likelihood. So, Anyway, in the last 3 weeks of the Cardinals' regular season, they are at Carolina, at the Rams, then versus San Fran. Again, all Sunday affairs.
They finish out 1 and 2 here.
1 and 2.
Yep.
Who do they beat? Beat the Panthers, lose to Rams and San Fran.
Oh yeah, they get fucked at the end of the season.
Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough.
I'm just being. It's gonna be ugly. Purdy's gonna have 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they might be resting at that point. You never know.
You never know. You're right.
Never know.
Right.
I have them winning 2 of those 3, beating Carolina, beating the Rams, losing to San Fran.
Okay.
And it comes to, for me, a total of 6 wins and 11 losses. You have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, the same thing. 6 wins, 11 losses.
Okay.
We definitely took different paths to get there.
I didn't want him to be that high. God damn it.
Most notably through weeks 10 through, basically weeks 7 through 12. I think we're entirely opposite in weeks 7 through 12, except for 1 game.
Okay.
So different routes of getting there, but we both have them at 6 and 11. Their strength of schedule is 16th overall, and their over/under on FanDuel 7.5. So a little bit below it.
And people say we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're right there.
We are right there.
Trevor.
We are right there.
We're not totally out of play here.
Yeah, no, we're not completely insane.
Right fucking there.
Only partially. Only partially.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
How do you think I stay sane? I do this.
Correct. Yeah.
Which, by the way, Corona, sponsor us if you're
Yes.
watching. Anyone from them?
Yeah.
Or Sin.
Yes.
Yep.
Ted. Yep.
Got the limes from a Trader Joe's. If you can see, there's a lime in that. You can't have a Corona without a lime. You need it.
Cannot.
Got the limes from Trader Joe's. They were like $3 for a bag of 7 of them. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
Not only that, they were like the perfect size. You slice them into 8, 8 different pieces, and they fit like perfectly in the top of the.
That's wonderful.
Top of the bottle. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You still have to squirt it. Yeah, you still have to squirt it a little bit. You get it on your shirt a little bit, but honestly, I don't mind smelling a little bit like a lime.
No, it's a beautiful fragrance. I will tell you. Yeah.
It is not quite to the level of a lemon per se, but still
in the same conversation.
You work with what you got.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. No, I don't mind it. And the Trader Joe's limes are pretty damn good. Moving on.
You give us a topic, people, we could fucking pull something out of our ass. I will tell you.
Absolutely. Well, we talk on PlayStation for 4 to 5 hours at a time. There's a lot
of weird shit that comes. Yeah, but
that we can't talk about on here. Obviously, we get canceled. We have enough viewers now that we might get canceled.
We could. Yes.
We don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're rambling. Let's get on to San Francisco.
Yes,
all right?
Yeah. Well, this is going to be fun. This is going to probably.
I would think so. I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got here. Okay, weeks 1 through 3 versus Jets at the Vikings at the Rams, and that Jets game is the first Monday night game of the NFL season.
They come staggering out at the start here with the Jets. It's a closer game than we think, but 3-0 here.
Okay. I thought I almost marked the Jets red there.
Yeah.
I marked them red for a second there. I didn't think you were gonna go for the win there, but okay. No, that's good. Yeah. I got them going 2-1, losing the division game on the road to the Rams. I don't. They're not going to sweep their division this year. I don't think. I think the Rams will pull one out, and I actually have down the road Seattle pulling a game out of San Francisco. Just a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, no disrespect.
They're more susceptible. When you're coming off Super Bowl hangover, you're generally a little more susceptible to your division opponents because they know you so well. So that's kind of the angle I'm taking with that. 2-1 to start though.
Okay.
Next 3 games. We got versus New England, versus Arizona at Seattle. And Seattle, that's the Thursday night game coming off of a Sunday Arizona contest.
2-1 here.
2-1?
Yep. Lose the Seahawks.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. That's what I have as well.
I see a Purdy fuck up.
Yes.
Pick or something
against an improved Seattle defense. Yes. And short week, tough divisional opponent, Super Bowl hangover. There's a lot of angles you could take for San Fran to lose that game. So that's you want to talk about the definition of a trap game? There it is.
Yeah.
So week 9 is their bye, but before that, week 7 and 8, they got KC and Dallas at home. Dallas is a Sunday night affair. And I'll come right out and say it. I have them winning both games.
I do too. I do. At some reason, I went towards the Cowboys, that being more of a harder game.
I agree. Cowboys are tough to play on Sunday night, but it is in Levi's Stadium. It's
if it was flip-flop,
right,
we might see something else. But
right. Even with the strong San Fran defense.
Yes. Yeah. They play good. It's Trevor. And Cowboys fans, we fucking braid the shit out of your team. But I'll tell you, at the beginning of the season, you guys are shooting fucking Pistons. And then you guys are just shit. Just, I don't know what the fuck happens.
Well, even last year from Thanksgiving onward, they did pretty well. And then, they get a home playoff game. They're thinking, oh, you're going in against a de facto rookie quarterback. A young guy hadn't had any playoff experience yet, and you get blown out in your own field.
Shit on
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Absolutely shit on. It was glorious to watch.
It was.
It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious to watch. It's always fun watching a Cowboys meltdown right in front of your very eyes.
When Dak slid, I think back, it was 2 years ago. I always bring that play up. That was that and last
divisional round. Yep.
It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm. 14 seconds to go. They didn't give the ball to, I think it was like the line judge, or they had to give the ball to a referee and he had to spot it. They didn't do that. They're like, hey, referee's got to spot it. Then they're wondering why the referee's like, oh, what the hell are you doing here? Fondling me. Like, I want the ball, man. I got to spot the ball. And then time runs out. And it's
wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the next year, what we thought was Zeke's final snap as a Cowboy at center.
Yes.
Dumbass. Good stuff. Anyway, we're talking about the 49ers here. We're not talking about Dallas.
Correct.
We talked about them a little while back.
Yes.
Moving on with them to weeks 10 through 12, they got the Tampa Bay Bucks on the road. They got Seattle at home and then Green Bay on the road, and all those are Sunday games.
Drop one to the Bucks. I know that's going to be mind-blowing, but 2-1 here.
2-1.
They lose. They get their redemption against the Packers. No offense to the Packers, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that as well. I actually have them losing to the Packers and the Bucks, so losing 2 of these 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, both the Green Bay and the Tampa Bay games, those are going to be good fucking games. I can tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody's at full strength and everybody's kind of clicking on all cylinders, which I think both of those teams could very well do that. Those are going to be fun games to watch.
Dark horse. No
matter which way they go. Those are going to be like 2.5 point spreads. They're not going to be fun to bet on.
No.
But anyway, never said the Niners had the easiest schedule in the world. Now they got Buffalo on the road, Chicago, and the Rams. Chicago and the Rams at home. Then that Rams one is a Thursday night affair as well. So they got a couple division games that are on a Thursday night.
I'm going to go 2-1. They'll lose to the Bills. Purdy cannot play in the snow.
Okay.
He doesn't know if he can throw with gloves or no gloves. Remember that catastrophe?
That is the first day. Yeah, that's the first day of December. So snow's going to be on the ground in Buffalo, in all likelihood. So losing to the Bills, winning the other 2, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No problemo.
Yeah.
What do I? Oh, geez. Excuse me.
You're welcome, Buffalo. You fuckers.
It's the one thing Corona does to me. It makes me burp a little bit.
It's
a fantastic beverage. I do enjoy it. And like I said, you have to have a lime in it. It's great.
Yeah.
But it does make me burp a little bit.
Yeah. That's right.
As I drink more of it. Yeah. I have them winning all 3 of those games.
Okay.
Yeah. Somehow upsetting Buffalo on the road. I think they could do it. That's going to be a tough game to bet on.
Oh, I'm not. I'll do stats.
Yeah. Do some player props. I'm probably not going to do spread, money line, anything like that.
No.
Finishing out their season, we got at the Dolphins versus the Lions, and then at Arizona. Looks like that Detroit game is a Monday nighter, so that'll be a fun game.
Some reason I see them dropping 2, so 1-2 here.
1-2. I got them going 2-1, losing to the Lions, beating the Dolphins.
Okay.
Late season Dolphins.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah. You going 2-1 as well then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, I didn't think of that. I'm just thinking.
Who are they dropping 1-2? Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think about the
late season Dolphins. I mean, they are out west, so they're out of the cold, but
Tua just shits himself, and it's no offense to him or anything, but goddamn it.
Yeah, true. Fair enough, man. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see what I got here. I got them going 12-5, losing to the Rams, to Seattle, to Tampa, to Green Bay, and to Detroit. 4 of those 5 are on the road. So I have them winning all but one of their home games.
No.
And overall going 12-5. Let me see what you got here. You got them going 13-4. 13-4, actually.
Ooh, okay, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, no, we're again pretty close here. You want to take a shot at their over/under on FanDuel? And give it a shot. 11.5. 11.5. And
oh, wow, that's something you should be looking at there, bettors.
No, I agree. I'm in agreement. I mean,
what's the money
I'm
on
just over. I'm just over, and I'm being a little. I don't want to say I'm being conservative, but they could easily take one of those division games. I have them dropping, or Tampa Bay or Green Bay. Then
What's
maybe a
the money
couple
on
other
that,
games
Trevor?
could flip. Honestly, I didn't look up
That's
odds.
all right.
I just know the over/under.
It has to be close. If it's plus, it's the low plus, but okay.
Right. It's usually around like -110, plus
Okay.
100, -120 for any given over/under on a win total.
Okay. I haven't touched FanDuel since the Kentucky Derby, so I take off in the summer.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But
After
not
the
like
Kentucky
somebody
Derby, that's good.
not like somebody we know that's a high roller. Boy.
He's rolling in it though.
He is, but he put $300 bet in. I'm gonna shit a little bit. I mean, I like doing risky shit.
You
But
do.
fuck.
I gotta start doing some DoorDash, earn a little extra cash.
Yeah. That's,
on my nights that I'm not doing this, I gotta be doing DoorDash.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Excluding Mondays and Fridays, though. Those are wrestling nights.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So,
but
yeah, we're both on the over for San Fran. You at 13-4, me at 12-5. Their strength of schedule 18th, so decently tough schedule, as evidenced by some of the opponents that they have to face. The likes of Buffalo, Detroit, and of course their division is decent as well. Yeah. And that's it for this week's edition of the NFL season predictions. Next week we got the other side of the South divisions, the AFC South. And we're starting there with the Texans and the Titans.
Very good.
Or no, excuse me. I skipped ahead a week. Next week, we're covering the other half of the NFC South.
Oh, okay.
Apologies. Rams and Seahawks. The week after is Texans, Titans.
Rams, Seahawks. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Fuck yeah, dude. That was good. All right. Let's see here. We got
debate time.
Yes. Okay. All right, everybody.
The main event.
Yeah. No. But buckle up for this one. This is going to be
on last. It's the main event.
Yeah, we'll see. The questions are. I threw one in that I didn't have in there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here.
Oh, so you give me no prep time.
Oh, what?
You give me no prep time. Thank you.
It's a WWE one.
Okay. I'll probably know then. Go ahead.
All right. And I left fucking NFL predictions up while I was doing that, son of a bitch.
Hey, we got it.
We had the bald eagle, folks. If you didn't know, it was a presidential debate tonight, so I thought let's do a little patriotic thing there.
That's why we're dressed so nice as well.
Yes. Yeah, but anyways, all right. Sports debate here, debate time. Running quarterbacks, do they work in the NFL, Trevor?
They're starting to. If you got the right system, they work. If you got Harbaugh's system, they work.
Yeah, but over the hump.
I know. Define work. Like win championships?
I guess. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. What the hell did I mean by that? I would say, do they get you where you could go with maybe, let's say, a Eli Manning in the pocket kind of guy, more in the pocket than, hey, I'm going to take off like a Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes can do it. CJ can do it. I guess Patty Mahomes He's kind of going back to pocket, though. Trevor, would you say or no?
Yeah, he's still very maneuverable.
Yeah.
He can run when he needs to.
Right.
I describe him as the fastest slow guy on planet Earth, which he is.
Right.
He runs like a toddler, but he gets there fast.
Right.
So it works for him.
Right.
But I don't really define him as a running quarterback in
Correct.
the sense that I think you're talking about a Kyler Murray or a Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
or a Josh Allen.
Yeah. I guess if you're drafting a guy,
so far, yeah. If I'm defining work as winning championships, they haven't yet.
Okay.
So no.
Okay.
But if I'm defining work as in putting up statistics, winning MVPs, and potentially being an all-time great at the position,
yeah.
On an individual level, yes.
Okay.
At a team clip, not yet.
I would agree with you on that. I would. I just think, and I don't mean to piss people off, but I feel like athletes now, it's more about, and I hate to say this, but it's more personal than team. Would you say, Trevor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a reflection of the society that we live in. We're very individualistic. We're not very collective.
Yes.
So it's just
some deep shit.
Kind of the way to, yeah. I know. Well, hey, we're talking about the fate of the country with the presidential debate that I'm probably gonna have to watch it back. I mean, hell, we'll see if it's still going on by the time we're done here.
Right.
See if old Joe hasn't fallen asleep yet.
Right. Yeah. But next one, could Alabama right now, and I'd say, and I want to do a precursor, Alabama or Georgia, could they beat the Cleveland Browns right now as at the state of the team? Could you throw them in?
Could they beat the Cleveland Browns? No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
No, the Browns went through 4 different quarterbacks last season and still won 11 games. No, they couldn't beat the Browns. Do you mean could they beat the worst team in the NFL? I think that's a better question. Could they beat the Browns? Hell no.
Not right now in the state.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to give a shot at the Browns. But I guess worst team in the league, could they beat them?
Still no.
Really?
Yes. Okay. Still.
That level of play.
Still no.
Okay. Shit.
Still no. I've never believed that could happen.
Even Georgia?
I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
I understand.
A college team cannot beat an NFL team because the best from college go to the NFL. Right. Only about 1% from college go to the NFL. Right. I don't care how bad the team is.
Mm-hmm.
They're still a more cohesive and talented unit than a college team. Maybe not cohesive, but more talented, and that'll be enough to compensate to win a game.
Okay.
Granted, back in the day, they used to have a college all-stars game versus the pros.
Yes.
And there were a couple years where the college all-stars, they won. But again, that's the best from college. That's essentially NFL stars going up against NFL stars.
Right.
It's not one single team going up against an NFL team.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. What else is there here? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes.
Huh?
I'm going to say it is.
It's not. It's a sub.
Boy.
It's wait. Is a sub a sandwich? It is, isn't it?
I guess. See, this is like the pop and soda bullshit.
Well, no, that's different names for the same thing. This is the definition of an American tradition.
Now, my thing is here. Now, this is where we can really get into something here. If you add a condiment, I think it turns it into a sandwich.
To me, a condiment's not a factor.
You don't.
I can still make a ham and cheese sandwich and not put mustard or mayonnaise or Miracle Whip on it.
Probably peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, yes.
You need that. Ooh. I guess people out there throw in the comments. Is it a sandwich? I don't know.
Is a submarine a sandwich? Let's see what the internet has to say about it.
I mean, I would.
I believe it is.
It has to be. It has to. Because now we're getting into categories here.
Yeah, it is a submarine sandwich. So I guess I answered my own question. I originally said no, but then I said it's like a sub, and a sub is a sandwich. So you've talked me into it, or rather, I've talked myself into it. Yes, it is a sandwich.
Because you could say a hot dog could be classified as lunch meat in a way. It's still.
Well, it's a concoction of meats and
fuck. Yeah, I'm not going to do one of these again. Yeah, no.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
It's teetering. A hamburger.
The hamburger is a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But okay.
So, I guess a hot dog is too. For a long time, I was no on it, but you and a couple others have convinced me otherwise. I'm on the yes train.
You kind of think about it though. It's a hot dog.
Yes. Doesn't mean it's its own category of thing. It's in the sandwich family. A sub is not just a sub, it's a sandwich too. The sub is at the top of the pyramid.
Right.
Or no, excuse me, the sandwich is at the top of the pyramid, and then the sub and hot dog, they're branching off of it. They're in the under the same umbrella, I guess is a better analogy.
I mean, we could do a food podcast off of this too. That would be.
I'd rather do a wrestling podcast, but we can do a food one too if you really want to. Yeah. I can be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. No, but all right.
What are you, an idiot sandwich?
Get the hell out of my kitchen. Yeah, fuck.
Oh
right.
No, it's black.
Fuck.
He's talking about a burnt grilled cheese. Not talking about that.
Right. All right.
Or burnt chicken. Something was burnt. I don't know.
Okay.
A food was burnt. We're not talking about that.
All right. 72 win Chicago Bulls versus the 73 win Golden State Warriors. Who are you taking here? I already have my mind made up.
I think I know who you picked.
I'm going to go Bulls.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
Like, who finished it off?
That's what. Now, I guess if the Warriors did, would we say the Warriors? Yes. I still wouldn't. Oh, you would? Okay.
I would.
Ooh, okay.
To me, they had the more talented team, but they didn't finish it off.
They did not.
They blew a 3-1 series lead.
And then we'll go down as history as like.
Yes, should Draymond have been suspended? Maybe not. It's like if Rodman got suspended. Should he? Was that the one where he went off Gallivant with the NWO? Or is that a different one?
That was This was the whole.
That was that one.
Shit show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and then it was the Vegas trip his last season with Carmen.
Okay.
It was a shit show.
Got it. I was going to say you know his timeline more than I do.
Phil Jackson is the only coach that could coach that fucking guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't a nutso with Chuck Daly, but yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so who is the true baseball home run king, Trevor, in your opinion? I have a guy. I do not say the guy that we have gave the crown to. And it's not Barry Bonds.
Are you giving me options, or are you just asking in general?
In general, I have Hank Aaron because of Duke.
Yeah, it's Hank. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Hank. He didn't juice.
Will they ever take that away?
Bonds' thing?
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, it's been how many fucking years, though?
I know, but how many years has it been for Pete Rose for betting?
Yeah, you're right.
He's still barred from the Hall of Fame. Most hits all time, and he's barred from the Hall of Fame. Or at least he was before I don't know if the integration of the Negro League stats changed that, but.
Okay. Do you think they'll bar Barry, but still let him have the record?
That's the way it is currently, and I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that.
Because it just drives me nuts. Because it's like, to the viewers out there, that if you are a Barry Bonds supporter, that's great. That's wonderful. But you look at him on the fucking Pirates, Trevor, and then you fast forward to him on the Giants.
And it's like Mark McGuire with the A's and then with the Cardinals.
I mean, look at his fucking head. His head and his neck.
They swell. Yeah.
I mean, he looked like you and me with our necks and head. You know, just he's a fuck.
And freaking Mark McGuire looks like a Skip Schumacher when he's with. I mean, he's still powerful with the A's, but then he turns into a Russian cyborg.
Looks like a fucking brute.
Oh yeah. Ooga booga. Yeah.
His fucking calves. Or his not
large
quads. I mean, fuck.
Well, honestly, his calves are probably as big as my quad.
Right. I mean, his shoulders. I mean,
bigger. Yeah. No, it's
fucking forearms.
It's Hank.
Yeah. No, I agree. And A-Rod's up there. I kind of don't think we should be in fifth, but that's all right.
I'm not giving A-Rod any gratification.
Okay.
He's got J-Lo. He's got all the MSNBC shows, and he can laugh like a dork on TV all he wants and make millions of dollars doing it. He's got the life. He's got it made. But I don't care. I don't care how resented he was by Yankee fans. Fuck him.
But the one season, I guess they said he did it. He wasn't that good, but it just pisses me off. He's 36 ahead of Willie.
Yeah.
And that just kind of drives me nuts a little bit because Willie and Babe and Hank and Albert Pujols, I don't think had any.
He's up there too. I think he is.
But he had no roids going. No.
I don't think so.
He's fourth. Yeah.
Oh, is he fourth?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
That's when I'm. So, I don't know. It just kind of drives me nuts. You got two guys in the top 5 there that juice, but that's whatever.
You don't have the list up, do you?
No, yeah.
You do. Where's what's his name? Frank. The Nugenics commercials.
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas.
Oh shit, 20th.
Oh, okay.
Behind Jimmy Fox and Mickey Mantle.
Got it.
David Ortiz is 17th. That kind of shocked the shit out of me, but
yeah.
But okay, this is the fucking prime question. I did not give Trevor this in the script. Who has the best finishing move all time?
Oh boy.
In WWE history.
In WWE history?
Yes.
Oh, geez. Okay. I need a minute.
Okay. I have 2.
Yes. And of course, wrestling moves, you got like derivations of cutters and derivations of stunners, choke slams, DDTs, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to focus in on how one guy specifically does it. You could easily say the spear.
Yes.
That's the most impactful, and that's seemingly the most realistic to knock the shit out of someone.
Yes.
And, you got your Bill Goldbergs, your Roman Reigns, your Batistas that deliver very powerful spears. Edge delivers a decent one, too. Mm-hmm. I do like Christian's Unprettier, or Kill Switch Engage, whatever you want to call it. I think you know how that one kind of goes.
Yes.
Hardy's Swanton Bomb, of course.
Mm.
Just because of the heights that he's done it for. He's done it off of balconies, ladders, through tables, he's through ladders. He's, done it any which way you can think about it. He can do it. I like Triple H's pedigree quite a bit. A move that has gotten a little watered down and is more of a transitional move now. The super kick, the Shawn Michaels super kick.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a sequential move now. It's not even a finisher, really, for anybody.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I like Dolph Ziggler's. What is it called? Not the famouser, but the zigzag.
Oh, yes.
Zigzag. Yeah, just because of the whiplash on it. Bret Hart's sharpshooter. Yep. You got to throw that in there. Stone Cold's stunner. Undertaker's tombstone pile driver. Honestly, I even like Cena's attitude adjustment, or I prefer it by its old name, the FU.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with probably somewhat of an obvious pick, but just because this gentleman is currently still in WWE, making his living off of these 3 letters, and he's been doing it since 2002. He's going to try and do it until 2052. I'm talking about Randall Keith Orton and his RKO.
Yes. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
I got 2. I'm going to have to go to the first one, though.
Okay.
everybody, I think I caught it for the first time on Snapchat, Trevor. I think you already know what I'm alluding to.
Yeah.
619.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the reason
your favorite.
there's a lot that has to go right. Because
Correct.
he needs to flip the fucking guy under the ropes, come back around, swing him hit in the face. I know people say it's fake, whatever. But then if he's doing it right, he has to get up on the top rope and jump and fucking I don't know what else he used to grab their fucking necks down. And pull them up.
No, he just does a West Coast pop now, which is just a splash.
He just does the splash now, But but I have to say, Sweet Chin Music though, that's fucking but pedigree. That's
well, again, Sweet Chin Music, where the places he's hit that from. I mean, of course, there's the traditional tuning up the band. There's like the one on Shelton Benjamin that was absolutely glorious.
Oh Jesus!
But yeah.
Oh,
his figure four, that's good too.
Oh,
that's good. Well, even the GTS from the likes of CM Punk, I like quite a bit. CM Punk up there with one of my favorite wrestlers as well. I have a couple of his shirts.
Yes.
And he's obviously legendary in the microphone.
Yeah.
But no, I'll stick with the RKO just because of how we can use it, when he can use it. And honestly, the meme that it became from very early in like the meme days too. That was like one of the first viral wrestling things in the meme culture.
Yes.
RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton, he's slithering. Oh, RKO.
And everybody's and they're still doing it, Trevor.
People are doing it on the trampolines, in those like trampoline parks, into the freaking foam pits.
Yep.
In the pools.
Yep.
It's a good time. I've never done it to anyone. I wish I want to. I really do. I want to give someone a Stone Cold Stunner at one point too, just so I can do the aftermath of it, which is clanging the beer and pouring the beer all over myself.
Right.
But, yeah, that was a good question. That was a good question because I had to run through a mental Rolodex, so to speak, of finishers that I've seen over the years.
Yes. Yeah, no. But anything else, buddy? Anything else you want to throw out there for the viewers or?
Take care of your brain, ladies and gentlemen. You only have one of them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Control the controllable. Something happens to you, it's more about how you react to it rather than what actually happens.
Yeah, don't go my route. Go Trevor's route. Okay, just don't.
Somewhat sensible, right?
Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath.
Count to 10. Whatever you got to
punch the steering wheel or tell the guy next to you.
Sometimes that happens, and sometimes you got to release it. But just make sure you're not hurting yourself or others.
Flip off the guy next to you. Spill a drink all over somebody. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Chaos.
Don't do that. Now the bird's a different thing. If you want to flip a guy a bird, if it makes you feel better, if it's the culture, if that's how you greet each other, like, hey Drew Billy, good to see you, bud.
Yeah. Right. Or accidentally get blitzed and smack an old lady in the head.
We don't want that.
No. Or take out a grandfather on a dance floor. Anyways, it was a pleasure as always.
People are going to snip that and take that out of context. I hope you know that.
Well, it was at a wedding. Okay, so
all right.
Disgusting humans out there.
Anyway,
I appreciate everybody for watching.
Take
us home. It's time to go home, Country Road. We're going home. We appreciate you welcoming us in your homes, your cars. Your date night, maybe you're at work not doing your job, and that's okay. But we appreciate you coming in to buckle up with the boys. We'll be back next Tuesday, 8:00 as always. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. God bless. All gas, no brakes. And this was another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys with your host, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. Love you all.
Take care, folks.